Hiya. Morning. Hey, Arit. How's it going? Are you okay? Good. Thank you to DJG for following whilst we were offline, and Dylan Beadle, thank you for the subscription on YouTube 7 minutes ago, literally just in time for the stream. No, not F1 first today. If we'd have managed to get the second episode of the RTG recorded yesterday, then F1 would have been first today. But I need to get today's career mode video up, I'm afraid. I have a handful of subs that will expire at some point this afternoon, Daniel. Yes, you are indeed part of them. But I'll have to do that a little bit later on in the afternoon. I'll be back. No worries, Zach. We'll be about the same time as yesterday, about 3 PM UK, so in about 3.5 hours' time. And then you just asked. Oh, it was good timing, wasn't it? I've just set the F1 video for today to upload, actually. Don't think we made a thumbnail for it yesterday, did we? I can't remember what... Did I say I had a title for the F1 video? I didn't really, did I? So that's to go live at midday today as well on the second channel. No, I didn't make the thumb. So we were... Nothing dramatic happened, did it really, in that Canadian Grand Prix? Canada flag, PNG. Nothing that was like, oh, that's something to name the video after. Like, not particularly. We did get a thumbnail image though, didn't we? Which was... that. Going over the curbs, wasn't it? Ah, helps if you're on the right fucking thing, doesn't it? Just... So plan for today, as was the case yesterday, is to record... as many episodes as we can of the RTG. And then we should finish one episode, or the episode we partially recorded, and then we should be able to record one more after that before we switch to F1. That's the current plan anyway. Which should work. It should work as a plan. I'm sure it will. Come on, Photoshop, you can do it. Let's make that slightly bigger. Oh. There we go. Try that. Just make that slightly bigger so it's a bit more central to the... There you go. That looks alright, doesn't it? You'd click on that, right, chat? Right, chat. Hello from the Belgian motorway. I have a slow stroll and a packet of Starburst. I'm ready. I've not had Starburst in years. Oh, I remember when they were called opal fruits. Oh. Oh, I'm old. We're in Spain today for the F1, which is good because we're in, well, kind of good, because we're in Spain for the F2 this coming weekend as well, or this Friday. So to get some practice in at the circuit is at least something, albeit in a car that I'm not going to be driving, if you know what I mean. Because obviously we're F2. Sag. Right, what were the... We were going to play... We played Northampton, we were going to play Wigan, we were going to play Blackpool, and then sim 3 in between, weren't we? Okay. And financially, we had updated the spreadsheet adequately, I believe. Youth facilities, 25k, yeah. Where were the travel costs on that? Travel costs, player wages, shirt sales, youth facilities. So there's another player wages and shirt sales in there. £65,000. Shirt sales, £27,000. Le Bosch. And we're just picking up where we left off. We partially recorded this yesterday, so I can just carry on. Callum, thank you for the 20 bits, my dude. Appreciate it, man. Very good of you. A Peterborough player got player of the month today, Sag. Let's have a look at news. Piss off, Northampton. Europa League. Randall. Oh, it was Mr. Mullet. Mr. Mullet that couldn't do it against us. We drew a Peterborough, right? Yeah, we drew fucking everyone in the last episode we recorded, didn't we? Right, let's tweet the stream out, shall we? Kind of helps with getting people in to watch, with them knowing that we're live. There's only 2 games of the Euros on today as well, isn't there? So they don't start till 5 o'clock. Which means that hopefully we'll maintain some viewership throughout the afternoon, with people not fucking off to go and watch the football, which is entirely understandable, obviously. Find the link for... There we go. How did we end that last clip? Away. The league game of the season sees us drop to 8th, but still only a point outside the playoffs. Is that where I ended it? Yes. Morning, Ryan. Howdy, Owen. Turkey, Georgia, and Portugal. Portugal who? Czech Republic. Yeah, they've changed the name again, haven't they? Oh no, it says Czech Republic on Sky Sports on Score Centre, but on the official thing they're listed as Czechia now, aren't they? They changed their name again. Oh, that was Czechia in Turkish, is it? In Swedish, sorry. At least we've got the heart rate monitor working again. Right, so we're literally just picking up from where we left off, aren't we? So I made sure the names are the same on the board as they were from that earlier part of the episode. Premier League fixtures got released this morning as well, didn't they? Who've your side got? Ay, ay, ay. You got Fulham at home for Man United, or is that for Everton, Daniel? For United. Chelsea got City at home. Liverpool have got... Ipswich have got Liverpool and City as their first 2 games. Welcome to the Premier League. Kieran, thank you very much indeed for the 59th month, my guy. 1 away from 5 years. 1 away. Yeah, I saw that someone had said Mbappe's out for the rest of the group stages with that broken nose. Not ideal for France, but they got the dub last night anyway, didn't they? So they'll be happy enough with that, and Mbappe will come back for the knockouts, which is obviously an area that they're going to get to. They're not going to not get to the knockouts, are they, France, if we're completely honest? I'll just whack some ads in that F1 video that's going to go live at the top of the hour. Pause that, and then we can just fucking go, mate. Record. He'd definitely have to wear a mask if they did play him in the third group stage game. I think he'll definitely miss the second game. Appreciate it, Kieran. Cherries away to Forest. That's not bad. Winnable first game. Hello, Sid. How are you, mate? Acknowledged. Right, we're on the match day as well. That must let me just fill the water bottle quickly. One less distraction for go on, you say. Hello, Alex. How are you, mate? At this stage, it's more about him being able to breathe through it than pain reasons. Swelling in the nose. Oh, yeah, true. And with the amount of anaerobic sprints he'll be doing, he's definitely going to need as much oxygen as he can get, isn't he? So if he's struggling to breathe through his nose, that's really not going to help. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Into the nose, out through the mouth. It will be the Netherlands that he'll miss, was it? The second game? Or is France-Netherlands the third game? Belgium were not great yesterday, no. But how is that any different from almost every other international tournament apart from Russia 2018? It's not really. Everyone's fit, right? Yep. And Wigan is still bottom, right? Yep. I laugh, they'll beat me now. Wigan are still bottom of the division, 24th place, 3 straight defeats. They've not won a game in the league at all so far this year, so that W there is the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. They're playing Sean Clare at centre-back, who's a player that we looked at to potentially come in at right-back. Intriguing to see that they use him at centre-back, which is somewhere where we would have also used him, and probably at right mid and central midfield as well. He's a fantastic all-round squad player that we couldn't really agree a realistic contract with, which is why we didn't end up with him. They've got Tickle in goal, who's a very good goalkeeper for the level. It's a decent side, but they're obviously having a horrendous season. 6 draws, 6 defeats for Wigan so far this season. We've not been sensational ourselves, to be completely honest, but for the time being, we're going to crack on with that continued starting 11 and hopefully come away with a win this time, or at least not lose like we did against the Cobblers. Come on, Mullet, man. Do the business. Get your fucking flag out, mate. He's wears number 7 for them as well, Claire. Because he's so good in so many different positions, they clearly just don't know where to utilise him. He's by default a right back, but has centre back where he's clearly most effective for them, but also wears number 7, which is a winger's number. So at some point, I think I would still like to buy Sean Clare if we have the opportunity, and we might need to flesh out the rest of the squad a bit more so before we do, because I would want him to be a squad player, and obviously I can't bring him in on an important contract or more if he's only going to be a squad player for me, because it's not fair on him and it's not particularly realistic. George Thomas very nearly getting the opening chance of the game here with a header, but unfortunately not quite tall enough, which is certainly something that George Thomas hears quite a bit, unfortunately for him. Here's Grieve. Will lift it to try and ensure that it gets there to Bros, whose touch is decent, and down the line and into the middle, dangerous, but Mr. Tickle is there again. Not been working at home for a while, so I've missed the live streams, getting over COVID. Oh shit. Getting a COVID-like, not COVID, from home today, so every cloud. Feel better soon, mate. Good to have you with us, as ever. Well up, Jordan. Rafferty. And Brown. Rafferty again. Get through that gap to Grieve. Runners all around me. Here's Berry. Out wide, here is Brown again. We find a teammate this time with a cross. Perhaps from Rafferty, whose crossing has been very good so far. To be a free kick for handball. It is indeed. Right then, Marcus. Deliver me a good ball, please. It's not sensational, I'll be honest. For 3 bars of power, that was absolutely wank. Oh, he's gotten away from me. Slight trip. Rafferty will get back into position. He'll come to potentially look to that right-hand side, but Zach Jules is in the way, but his deflection or interception sees the ball bobble free. Thankfully, we're able to get rid of it in the end. We'll just switch this. It's a bit loose from Luke Berry, and Brophy, you had to use the hands to ensure that the Wigan man didn't get to it. Unfortunately, the referee saw it, so they still get the ball. Brown with a header away here. Jordan Cousins is not necessarily the go-to speedster for a counter-attack, nor really is Rafferty, actually. But Rafferty and Cousins are the two that are getting forward here. George Thomas is in a good position, but Sean Clare stands firm. If he'd have taken it in his stride a bit better, George Thomas, and kept it away from the defender, we were in behind there. This is getting quite stretched now, bit end-to-end. No goal yet, no chance for Wigan yet. But you do fear that when they do create a chance, it will probably be a goal for them. 25 minutes played. Zip, zip. There we go, please, Alex. Great leap. And please, Marcus. Well done, lad. Bez, just knock that down. Jordan Cousins will switch it. Good touch by Rafferty. Berry's there again. They don't press until we get just over the halfway line, Wigan. And then they try and close you down. Rob, thank you for the 29th month, mate. Top man. 1 away from 2.5 years. And a brand new badge. It's Robinson down the wing for them. Rafferty. Well, in my mind, put in a sensational challenge, but the referee disagrees. Free kick for Wigan, which will be more dangerous than the throw-in they would have had. Humphreys with the delivery. Turns out a throw-in might have been more dangerous. Here's Caicedo now. Across to Sean Clare. He's going to dart through that gap. Cousins is in the way, and then they make a foul. And a yellow card this time. Morning, Schroeter. Is it Schroeter or Shroot? Or should I just call you Farms? Rafferty. Let's see into Berry. Well, Rafferty's going. Come on, lad. Slightly overrun, was it? No. Grieve. Thomas. At your feet. George Thomas. Oh, off the bar. Closest either side have come to a goal so far. Very nearly. And the keeper not taking any risks. Just getting rid of it. Zach Jules just ensuring that we keep possession there and flicking it to anybody in an amber and black shirt that would have been in space. So close for George Thomas to the opening goal of the game. Desperately unlucky to see it come back off the bar like that. It's Kind of hoping Jordan Cousins will push forward a little bit there, but we'll get this to Alex Grieve. We will not get this to Alex Grieve. Sean Clare proving to be well worth the start for Wigan and proving exactly why we were interested in him in the first place. He's been fantastic for them defensively. Nodge will get this forward to Robinson, and Wigan will still look for a goal before half-time, but Rafferty's ensuring that they don't get one. What's on your pizza, twats? Brown, nice, Berry, better, Rafferty, Berry, Thomas is there, Thomas is in space, George Thomas. Brophy, Cousins, first half's nearly over. Oh, it's just going to try a little dink. Ham, salami and mushrooms. Take the mushrooms off, you've got yourself a good pizza. Where was Ryan Bertrand playing? Oh, it's just Schroot, is it? Or is it... In what language is it? So would it be like Schroot, if it's German, perhaps? I've seen some of the Premier League fixtures, Sid, yeah. One more piece of coursework than you've done with college. But you can't fucking wait. Oh, it's from The Office, is it? Fair enough. Oh, Bertrand was at Leicester still, was he? Yeah, just Group F games today. Got a job offer, nice. GG's, dude. Congratulations. That's great news, mate. Red card for mushrooms. I agree, Daniel. Well done. In what role is it? True. Right. We tried to work it wide. It's not really worked. We've had most of our luck centrally through George Thomas and Luke Berry. Grieve hasn't really done much for me so far, but there's just not many avenues opening up here to try and make advantage of those central areas, which is why I keep having to move out wide. Obviously, we're set up with the wing play tactic as well, which makes things slightly more difficult when trying to force the issue through the middle, when your players are, with their individual instructions, trying to force things in a slightly wider fashion. No 2 PM game, just 5 PM and 8 PM. Smith. Oh, that's loose from Smith. Brophy will win it back. He'll find George Thomas, and here comes Luke Berry, and over there is Brown. Marcus Brown in the box. Marcus Brown looking for Grieve, who diverts it towards goal. But with those long wobbly arms, Mr. Tickle makes the save again and will get a clean sheet so far and a goal kick there as the clearance came off the defender. Just a instinctive stab at goal there from Alex Grieve. We haven't had many goals so far this season from our strikers at all. So much so that I am contemplating buying a striker in January and sending Reyes Cleary out on loan. Alex Grieve started his time at Cambridge last year in the playoffs in electric fashion and started this season with a couple of goals as well, but they have dried up of late. A lot of my goals have come through my midfield players so far this year. We haven't had an out-and-out go-to goal scorer. We didn't have one last year either, to be fair. Gassan with 13 or 14, was it, in the league, which still isn't prolific. I think if we are to challenge for those automatic spots, I'm going to need that prolific goal scorer. We thought Grieve was going to be that guy with the way that he ended last season. Turns out Grieve might not be that guy, and we might need to splash some cash in January. If you have any suggestions for a brand new striker for the team, up to 68 rated, then do let me know. Nods around the outside, little back heel. Zeno's going to come across here. Oh, excellent footwork. Humphreys. Zach Jules with a wonderful block. Huge man, huge interception to ensure that Wigan don't take the lead here. They are going to whip it into the middle. George Nurse heads away. Caicedo brings it down. Dodgy touch. Finds a teammate though. And their left winger's at it again. Rafferty's in the way and we'll just get rid. Thank you very much. I've got nobody up there anyway. And make some changes to try and force the issue. But at the minute, it looks like this one's going to end in another draw. Something we've had far too many of this season. Hello, Nietzsche. How are you, mate? British Airways, part of the change and transformation team looking at strategy. Nice. Is that something like the sort of position that you've trained for educationally, or is it just a job that you wanted and went for? I can't say as I know the name, Ricardo Calafiori said. It's heavy touch by Pearce, but he'll get away with it. And Smith looking to get in behind Zach Jules is great acceleration. Cousins, Brophy. Grieve starting to run into the channel and then stopped. It's Pearce. Cutting back nicely. Jules has to be wary of the runners. The runners have to be wary of Jules. It's been rock solid so far in this game, Zach Jules. Continually, Diabate finds himself on the bench and not really able to break into the starting lineup. We might not be scoring many, but we're also not conceding that many either. When we do, they tend to come in flurries. So I've not really found a reason to not play Zeno or Zach Jules so far to give Diabate that start. It's a great run by Luke Berry, this. From the edge of the box, looking to give us the 1-0 lead. He couldn't have come much closer without finding the target. Oh, you've always worked in that industry, have you? But BA's been like an end goal style position. Well in, Beza. Berry does very well. Brown across the Brophy. Reyes Cleary's here. He's had a slow start to life at Cambridge United, Reyes Cleary. He will go out on loan in January should we buy another striker. Or should I say when we buy another striker. Saleh Kaikai get around the outside here. Look for Reyes Cleary. Failed to find him, but will take the corner. Can we get Reyes on the end of a cross for potentially a goal from a corner? Berry will put a lot of power on it. Looking for him. It's going to be Zeno that's underneath it. And he couldn't have come much closer without finding the target. There's a theme here, isn't there? No, that's positive news, Shrew. Pleased for you, mate. Adams. And out wide to Robinson. To Clare. Adams again. And Nodge. Well in, Zeno. It's not going to be time, is there? There's not going to be time. It's a 0-0 draw against Wigan. They are still winless in 13 games. Home fans booing for that result, which I feel is slightly unfair. They might be having a poor season, but they're still a good side. And I think it's a bit too much to start booing the team there, considering they're still giving their all. It just didn't quite go according to plan. We have a question from the press conference, actually, relating to a striker from Oliver Queen that says, after being absolutely terrorised by Devante Cole last year, and as you're in need of a new striker, is he an option for those that you're thinking of bringing in? Now, if he were slightly lower rated, potentially, but I believe Devante Cole is slightly too higher rated for us to bring in. At the moment he is, oh no, he's 68 rated. He's absolutely rapid though, so I would be in a more gameplay way rather than a realistic press conference way. I'd be slightly concerned that his pace might break the gameplay, but he is an option if we feel like we could justify bringing in Devante Cole. I'm not sure how good a season Barnsley are having. Obviously, after they challenged for promotion last year and we challenged for promotion last year, neither of us were able to get it. Barnsley, obviously a bigger club than Cambridge. They've only won 3 games this season and drawn 8. We've only won 4 games this season and drawn 4. So we're both having a similar season, ourselves and Barnsley. Drawing too many and not quite winning enough. Huddersfield are unbeaten so far this season still, but find themselves in second place in the division because Charlton just keep putting the ball in the back of the net and winning games of football. We've got 3 simulated games on the way now. Lincoln in the league as well as Swindon, and then Leyton Orient in the cup. And hopefully we can get ourselves back into the playoffs by the end of that run before we then have Blackpool. Spreadsheet, please. Match tickets, £96,000. Wages, shirt sales, £29,000. That's fucking it, mate. Here we are, draw specialists at the minute, aren't we? It's not ideal. Lincoln with a defensive lineup, sat mid-table in 16th place, which is probably about where you'd expect Lincoln to be, really. They've got some quality, but no real obvious standout talent at either the front line or the back line, although TJ Ayoma is a player that has been recommended to us before, and I think I've mentioned that he's been recommended to us before in a previous highlight as well, to be honest. We are struggling with a little bit of fatigue here as we get towards this one, but we'll be able to rotate a few players in and out and deal with it, and hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves a result nonetheless. Take Zeno out for Diabate there, Nurse for Andrew. Fingers crossed, get ourselves a result here away from home against Lincoln. We could really do with the 3 points. It's another bloody draw. Kachunga gave us a 1-0 lead after 4 minutes. Cleary then missed a penalty 5 minutes later before Moylan equalised. Lincoln had the better of the play there. Another draw. We really are turning into quite the draw specialists so far this season, which is not the way to get yourself promoted, is it? Now then, question number 2 from the press conference actually talks about promotion as well. The kind of general commentary led to the first question, and general commentary there actually leads into this next one as well from Rick, that says, with the improvements to the squad, are there any prospects for domestic cup success this season, or is promotion the sole priority of the club? Rather evidently, given the fact that we're still pushing for the playoffs and can't quite get there, but desperate to get to the championship, promotion is very important. We can't really afford to let the club stagnate in League One. I don't mind being in the Championship for 3 or 4 seasons, potentially more, trying to get ourselves to the Premier League, but don't want to be in League One for more than 2 if we can help it. 3 at absolute most. Otherwise, we run the risk of constantly having our best players plucked from us and not really being able to progress. Although financially, we'll be in a much better spot for when we do get to the Championship, but want to get to the Championship sooner rather than later. Swindon next. Kachunga got the goal to be honest, so maybe I should start him in the next one. Finances, just the travel costs to Lincoln. £14,000. Annoyingly. This is modded PC, Lucas. I could try a 5-back, but I really know as that would actually suit us. I can't get the most out of my midfield if I play 5 at the back. Swindon at home on this occasion. They've lost 3 of their last 5, and judging by the overalls of the positions in their squad, they don't look that strong. They're missing Blake Tracy through injury. We're actually going to miss Grieve here through international duty, which is a pain in the backside. So I'm actually going to have to back out and go and change that before we even get towards the game. So Grieve will come out and Cleary will start. And this is where he needs to step up, please. Elias Kachunga did get a goal in that last game, so we'll throw him in for George Thomas and see if we can get a result in this home game. Too many draws so far this season. Please, lads, pull me a victory out the bag if you could be so kind. Thank you. Cleary gets the goal on this occasion. Missed the penalty in the last game. Responds this time around. And 3 points for the Yellows. Good. Our unbeaten run is very strong. We just can't seem to put the results together consistently with winning. But we are now back in the playoffs. 8 points, however, off the top 2 for automatic promotion. I'd really like to try and avoid the playoffs again next season, but at the moment, it looks like we might be headed that way. However, in between us and there is a long way between now and the end of the season. Leyton Orient at home in the Cup and then Blackpool away in the league. Obviously, Blackpool being a very difficult opponent, but we do have some ageing players, and Gaming B-Fly has noticed that. And he says, with Danny Andrew declining, will you look to sign a rotational left-back, especially in the case of an injury or poor form from George Nurse? At present, I don't think I'm going to look for a backup left-back other than Danny Andrew because, and you guys, I don't think on YouTube have seen this yet, Brophy can play at left wing-back. His tackling stats aren't superb, but out on loan, Adam Clarkson has grown up 7 to 65 rated. And he could very well, whilst he's not as quick as Brophy, technically, there's really not much difference between them at all. And I think, actually, technically, Adam Clarkson could be better. So I am contemplating recalling Adam Clarkson in January to play him, start him on the left, and then have Danny Andrew leave us at the end of the season. To be fair, Brophy may well leave us at the end of the season as well if his performances don't improve. It's probably going to be another tumultuous summer transfer window with a lot of players that are running out of contract, leaving on a free, and a lot of new faces around the place by the time we get to the start of Season 3, especially if we get promoted. Obviously, if we don't go up, then there may be a slight alteration in the tactic on that front, but I would very much like to get as many people in as we can. So I'm going to go and sort my squad out, and then hopefully we can see off Leyton Orient, and then see off Blackpool too. Let's see. It's just the stadium maintenance and co, isn't it? Yep. Tickets, £96,000. Wages. Oh. Are we making money or losing money at the minute? I think we're losing. I think we're losing money a little bit. Yeah, if you can get the live edit, Lucas, then I definitely recommend it. Aranaktu on Patreon. Aranaktu. Aranaktu. If players are out on loan, I've got no control over how much they grow, twats. So there's not really much I can do on that front. Leyton Orient are, I believe, in our division. They're starting a 4-2-3-1 there. Also in the wing play, similar to us, actually. But we have, obviously, our rotated 11 for cup games. Although there are a number of players that are close to the starting lineup in that 11. And we lose to Leyton Orient. Simpson and Archibald on the score sheet for them. Cleary does get another one. So he's starting to put the ball in the back of the net in Simmers. But if he could start to do that in League One when I'm playing with him, that would be lovely. Because I could really do with a few more goals. If they start to step up the strikers, then maybe we will halt our plans for a potential new striker. But at the moment, I do think I want one still. Another 5 back in this division again continually. They've lost their last 2, but you can see from the average ratings they do have a strong squad. Lavery and Joseph up top are particularly good. Ollie Norburn in midfield is obviously going to try and run the show from in there. Ekpiteta and Pennington at the back you'll be very familiar with. Hoping to try and put together a performance here away from home at Bloomfield Road. I might take Cousins out for Digby just for this one to see if Digger can still offer something to the squad. Jordan Cousins I'm thinking of letting go because he's slightly older. Digby has been at Cambridge for years now and it would be my preference to keep him considering he'd be of more use at centre-back as well rather than Jordan Cousins who really is only of any real use in the centre of midfield. At the moment, in fact, I have to keep playing Cleary. He's the man that's scoring the goals at the minute. It would be the realistic thing for him to maintain that starting spot, so he shall. As Ad says in chat, Lucas, mainly just for altering player details. Lavery. Joseph with a nice turn. Lavery again. Great footwork, great movement. Norburn trying to do the pulling the strings that we suggested that he may well do. And here he is involved again. Consider those strings pulled at the moment. Back to Ferrati and Lavery. Don't let him turn you. Joseph. 1-0 Blackpool. Inside 5 minutes. Couldn't get near them. Just kept the ball away. Excellent hold-up play. Excellent pass and move. Excellent goal. Yikes. Afternoon, Yuso. How are you, mate? That's a bit nasty. He's in trouble. It's a straight red. He's gone. Well, Blackpool from the front foot to the back one. Ferrati sent off in the 7th minute. There's just no need. None whatsoever. They got 1-0 up and then 2 minutes later they've gone and got themselves down to 10 men. His teammates will be furious with him for doing so. Can we get this to Cleary in the middle? Yes, we nearly can. Can Thomas win that? No. I was kind of hoping he'd actually go towards it and jump for it, to be completely honest. Well, will that actually see Blackpool fall more into a defensive shell and make them even more difficult to break down? 5 at the back was going to be hard enough to try and do anything offensively against anyway. And now if they've got a lead to defend with 10 men, that 5 at the back might become 6 or 7. Lovely change of pace there from Lavery. Bursting between the 2 defenders. Thompson now. Back to Connolly. To get forward, can Cleary utilise his strength? Thomas is the one that wins the ball. Brown attempted to get it round the corner. We will get it forward to Berry here. He will find Rafferty. Not really got anyone to aim for in the middle at the minute. Brophy was making a run on the far side, but I'm not going to be able to get it to him. Berry tries and fails to do that. George Thomas. Cleary through that gap maybe. No, well intercepted by Ekpiteta. Loose. Very loose from Blackpool. When you've only got 10 men on the field, you can't afford to give away possession cheaply, and they've done exactly that there. They very nearly did exactly the same. Brophy looking to use his pace to get away here, which he's done really well. And the ball into the middle looking for Cleary isn't found. Nurse, though, has Thomas hit. Thomas has Berry. Berry will look to spin, and if he can, replicate the sort of finish that saw Blackpool take the lead, but he can't do it. Second season's definitely been tougher, yes. Pateta tackled by Brown. Send him away down the line, Marcus Brown. Supports here. Cleary, help it on. Brophy. Oh, I thought he'd ballsed it up when he took the heavy touch. He hasn't. But there's no point wasting time. A point's not good enough at the minute. We want wins, not draws now, please. Brophy just getting there ahead of the goalkeeper. Thought we'd ruined that. Well, extra man, play the extra pass. We did, and then this first touch nearly absolutely killed me off. But thankfully slid in, lifts it over the keeper, and we do get the goal. I'd have been furious with him. Well in, Brown. Shout out, ref. Appreciate it, Guru. Thank you for the support, mate. Morning, James. Or afternoon, actually, as it happens. I'm taking that short. Oh, Pennington. That's really poor. And the 1-2. And Brophy's away again. Pennington getting back to me here, though. And, well, Blackpool have defended that superbly. Digby's there in support. Thomas. Got Cleary with me. Cleary's away from his man. Cleary with a poor effort. Not good enough. Brown. Forward nicely. Thomas Berry racing forwards. And around the corner. Marcus Brown in the box. Marcus Brown pull it back. Cleary! Very similar sort of finish to what Grieve did in the previous game. Similar outcome. Goalkeeper saves. No goal for the Yellers. Virtue. Short from Matty Virtue. Brophy. Brilliant slide to get there. Fair challenge. Cleary's on the run. Try and play him into a channel if I can. It's kind of wasteful in possession from me, just as that is from Blackpool as well. I think he might just be unlucky, Ads. Oh, that was not as heavily hit as it need be. Lavery.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Rode the challenge. Didn't ride the next one, but they'll take the advantage. First half stoppage time. It's a long way out. If Lavery scores from here, it might not be our season. James Husband might lay it off to him. Lavery is going for goal, and yeah. I'm not familiar with a crash in quali, to be honest, Ads. Ryan, sorry. Allez, allez, allez. Allez, allez, allez. That's weird, between Q1 and Q2. Ah, it might be the mid-session save, Ryan. Or were you getting the issue before you mid-session saved? Or was it only after you mid-session saved that you had the issue? Because there is a bug with mid-session saving at the moment. But yeah, yeah. Might have to wait for a fix, potentially, if it is that. Paolo, afternoon, mate. How are you, sir? Didn't say everything was just clicking through between Q1 and reaching Q2. Oh, okay. Honestly, no idea. You could try an uninstall, reinstall, but I don't know whether that would remove your... Shouldn't lose your save file. Thomas, Berry, really want to try and take the impetus to Blackpool now. Let's get ourselves in front, shall we? Go on, George. I can't help but feel I need a little bit more physicality in that cam roll. Even though he's slightly lower rated, maybe Elias Kachunga is actually the man to try and utilise that position for now. We were thinking about signing a new cam. I think we might be spending our money on a striker in... Oh, what a dangerous delivery. Spending our money on a striker in January. We could probably do with a bit more physicality in that exact position. Technical ability of Thomas is very good. But sometimes he just needs to have a little bit more strength. Out wide here looking for Marcus Brown. To be fair, I could put Marcus Brown in there. And then maybe try Thomas out wide because he's slightly smaller. That's something that could work. Cleary. Spins well. Berry. Thomas. Brown is there. Here's Rafferty. Cleary is available at the back post. It's who we'll look for. Can Brown win this header? Yes, he can. And then Thomas. Saved well by Grimsby. I might trial it. I might try Brown at cam and Thomas out wide and see how it works for the rest of this half. No, not great for the 100% community, is it? Digby in the way. Lavery can't get past him. Digby in the way. Lavery can't get past him. Thompson. Rafferty's read it. It's done well. There's that press, but actually they thought I was going to go to Digby and we didn't. Thomas looking for Brown. We have changed their position. At the minute, they haven't responded. Rafferty tried, failed. Thomas tried, failed. Cambridge tried, failed to win a game. Oh, but Rafferty's won it back again. Here's Brown and Berry and Digby's forward looking for Brophy. Brophy for a second! Cambridge United may well yet win this game against the 10 men. We've questioned James Brophy's contributions this season. We've even spoken in today's episode about replacing him on the left-hand side with the youngster out on loan. Brophy responds.
For Cambridge United, number 7, James Brophy. Substitution for Cambridge United. Coming off the pitch, number 8, Luke Berry. To be replaced by number 24, Jordan Cousins.
Norburn to Thompson. Pennington to Husband. Into Norburn. Thompson, Ekpiteta, Blackpool now trying to put together a spell of possession as the result has swung away from them. Now they're trying to get it back again. They seemed quite happy to settle when they were obviously 1-0 up. And even back at 1-1, they seemed quite happy to settle for a point. Now that they're not getting anything, they've had to fire themselves back into gear again. But is it too little, too late for them, perhaps? Have they maybe just been too off the boil and can't get themselves back up to temperature? Brophy looking for the ball through for Cleary, can't find it. We'll keep the pressure on here. If we can get a third and seal it, that would obviously be preferable. At the minute, we'll just take any win we can get. Had noticed a moment ago that Peterborough are drawing against Exitor, which would be points dropped by the side in second, which would be huge for us. Oh, it's poor. Given away by a man that we said was probably going to pull the strings today, Norburn. Thomas sees Brophy on the far side, has Cousins in support. Tries to get that across to George Thomas and couldn't do it. Huddersfield score a late third through Jack Rodoni in the 82nd minute against Salford. Huddersfield, another one of the sides challenging for promotion to the Championship, having come down last season. Charlton were top of the table last time we saw, but Huddersfield were unbeaten, weren't they? At the minute, unbeaten is enough to get them up, but not the title. I'm sure if they keep it going for the full season, then they should be able to top the table come 46 games played. Question is, will we be able to join them in the top two come 46 games played? If we keep winning games like this, then potentially, well, we very nearly weren't winning games like this then. Blackpool down to 10 when they were 1-0 up. It took a while for the result to come, but the most important factor is that the result has come. Cambridge 2, Blackpool 1. We are victorious in League One. The run of draws is halted. Boos again from the home side. This time it's not our own fans. But given the fact they went down to 10 men after 7 minutes, I think those boos are probably just for the one man. Peterborough were drawing 2-2 last I saw, so the gap to the top two should have halted a little bit, although Peterborough now down to third. Was 8 points. It's now 7 points to Huddersfield in second, who have lost a game, I've noticed, so they aren't unbeaten anymore. Charlton, with a 4-point gap then, up top on their own. The only side to make it into double digits, plus 4 winning games so far this season. It's a real shot in the relegation zone. Still see Wigan down there. Our next opponents at the beginning of the next episode will be Grimsby, who are also in the relegation zone. November is probably going to be a slightly quieter month. Still 5 games before, actually December's only 5 as well at the moment, although we will have FA Cup games drawn probably actually in November, so November might get a bit more busy. Grimsby, Exeter, Fleetwood, Barnsley and Stockport. Big episode tomorrow to try and build on what we've put together today with the win against Swindon and the win against Blackpool. The run of draws is over. Back-to-back victories in League One, and we want to keep that ball rolling in the next episode. So do join me for tomorrow, and we will continue to try and force our way towards those top 2 positions. The lottery of the playoffs is not something we want to do again, because more than likely we will fail for a second season in a row. Cambridge have done that in real life before, back-to-back seasons. Let's not repeat history there, shall we? That's all for today. Team spirit of Cambridge slumps? I don't think so. Back-to-back wins. We're back on the up again. See you tomorrow. Right, sort the finances out, shall we? Hello, Ben. Might be out of contract. What was the name, Ben? Right, so from stadium maintenance up again, isn't it? We've still got money to spend in the January transfer window. Afternoon, Louis. How are you, mate? Most reports it as save and exit and can't load back in. YouTube video is very grainy for you, is it? Welcome back to the F1 24. We've got no one to have DRS on. If we are one-stopping from here, this actually now turns into a net position because ourselves, along with everybody else, doesn't seem that different from many of the others. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix weekend here on F1 20 in front of us. Get points, and there might be some mistakes here because, unfortunately, might just not have processed properly. Perhaps have one stop, or even like with the Williams behind and the actually the Williams box. Yeah, it does seem a little grainy, doesn't it? Kicks behind the Saubers. Weird. I'll mention it to Chris. Welcome to episode. Welcome to There we go. Yeah. Anyone else seeing the same with the latest video for Formula 1? Let me save that content as well. That was RTG S242. Do you guys think I need a new striker, or do you think we're in a good enough position to get stuff done with the players we've got? Welcome back to the realistic road to glory here on FC24. You guys will already see from the title that we might have... Leopold, I want to have a look. Leopold Kerfel. Leopold with an O. Leopold Kerfel. 74 rated centre-back. He's good, but far too good at the moment. Have discovered someone. By might, I mean we absolutely bloody have, and my youth scouts come back with an absolute baller. So, don't really want to wait around, really, do I? I could elongate this out and be like, oh, show you him later in the stream. No, come on. Oh, Romania just gone 1-0 up against Ukraine in the 29th minute. Go on, the Romanians. Right, youth player. If we get promoted, Digby both only have 1 year. Trevor, it was your birthday the other day. We said, oh. We said thank you to you in the comment section, to you guys for your continued support in the comment section as well. Thank you very much indeed to Sean, who's just joined the Patreon VIP tier. Very good of him. Austin as well. Thank you for your comment in the comment section. And Trevor, it was your birthday the other day. We said, thank you to you in the moment in the comment section for your birthday. Popping you up there on the board as well. Well done, mate. Congratulations. There on the board as well. Well done, mate.
So congratulations for having a birthday, didn't I?
Well, I'd very much appreciate that. Still with Appareil up. Northampton still Appareil up top. But I'm going to drop you. So, whilst he still performs, he's still in the 11. Let's go and get a win.
Ah, I lost.
From my guy! You guys have been... Their player could quite easily been an early red card there. Is George Nurse going to get... Sowerby. Well in, George Thomas. Sowerby. Well in, George... McWilliams with a spin.
Yeah, do I move... Greaves been great for you, has he? I'll be in League 2. Yeah, maybe. Do I maybe move Brown, Central and Thomas out wide permanently? Or do I keep Thomas at cam and look to buy a new cam?
And finds Sowerby.
Look to sell George Thomas,
Oh, what a
perhaps.
ball! What a save! Jerring's header on target. Comfortable save.
How long has George got left on his contract? Yeah, well done. Well done for having a birthday. George Thomas has 1 year left. Maybe we sell Thomas. Liam Lee is going to come in and be Kachunga's replacement in the squad. Maybe we look to sell Thomas in January and bring in someone better. Or maybe sell Soleil. Maybe sell Soleil and use Thomas as backup winger and cam and sign a new cam. Because Soleil's not done much, has he?
Sowerby. Good physicality.
Certainly names keeping the old memory bank, isn't it, Ben?
Here they come forward. Can't gather it back. So close to both Berry. Bit of space. Bears. Good save by Birds. Imagine then it's probably their away form that sees them where they are in the league. Because if they play like this every week here at season. Oh, if I could have fed that through to George Thomas, then absolutely they will challenge. Then absolutely they will challenge this. Yeah, we've played Brophy. Brophy will tuck and cleared away. Recover it though. Round there. Ace Bears. Good save by Birds. And cleared away. Great switch of play from North. Boy bags another one, and the Cobblers lead. Oh, bro. For dead. McGowan can't deal. Strike. Oh, Brophy's left him for dead. McGowan can't deal. Oh, Post. Who's the favour? 2-0 Cobblers. Oh, lovely through ball point. Get there. Can't get there. Struggling here. Oh, lovely through ball. Poynton's in again. It could be 3. Appareil. Great block. Vargas can't keep it in play. For Northampton here. Got nothing against Northampton here. Free kick for Northampton here. Hoskins. And Grieve is in. Alex Grieve. Birds with the save. Yes, with a throw. Yes, with a throw.
85th minute.
It's Northampton Town too. It's Cambridge United. Sees us drop to 8th, but still only a point outside the playoffs.
Right, and now when this loads in. Get the old press conference questionnaires up.
No, I do like those players out of left field. The not obvious players that aren't the like default go-tos. Wigan are bottom of the wheel of themselves, to be completely honest, but away with a win this time, or at least not lose like we do against the Cobblers. Where's number 7 as well, Claire? Clearly not more. If whose touch is decent and down the line and into the middle, dangerous, but Mr. Tickle is there again. It's not sensational, I'll be honest. Unfortunately, the referee saw it. Rafferty, actually. But a bit better. It's also quite stretched now. Well, in my mind, put in a sensational challenge. Rafferty. Mr. Interberry. Brown, wider. Rafferty.
Draw against Wigan, wasn't it? 1-1.
Mr. Interberry. Well, Rafferty's
You like using the in-game scouting system for those unknown or unfamiliar players who don't see listed. That's the thing. If I didn't have you guys, then I would use the scouting system. But you guys are my scouts.
Thomas, at your feet. George Thomas. Oh, off the bar. Close. Amber and black shirt that would have been in space. So close for George Thomas. The opening goal of the game. Desperately unlucky to see it come back. Base. George Thomas. Oh, it's loose from Smith. Brophy will win it back. Oh, it's loose from Smith. Brophy will win it back. You find George
Bro's
Thomas.
probably close to our top goal scorer now with those 2 goals.
Brown. Marcus Brown in the box. Marcus Brown looking for Grieve, who diverts it towards goal. But with those long wobbly arms, Mr. Tickle makes the save again and we'll get a clean sheet so far. And a goal kick there as the clearance came off the defender. Just a instinctive stab at goal there from Alex Grieve. We haven't had many goals so far this season from our strikers at all. So much so that I'm
they got Declan Rice to be part of the ad, did they?
Buying
for
a
Rice
striker in January and sending Reyes Cleary out on loan. Alex Grieve started his time at Cambridge last year in the playoffs in electric fashion and started this season with a couple of goals as well.
Yeah, apparently so.
Dried up of late.
So, you're going from Cambridge to Wales for Swansea? Oh, that'll be £90,000 on travel costs.
A lot of my goals have
Are we going there and back on an individual private plane per player?
come through my midfield players so far this year. We haven't had an out-and-out go-to goal scorer. We didn't have one last year either, to be fair. Gassan with 68 rated, then do let me know. Nods around the outside. Keel's gonna nod around the outside. Little George Nurse heads away up there anyway. And make some changes to try and force the issue, but at the minute it looks like this one's going to end in another draw. Cutting back nicely. Jules has to be wary of the runners. The runners have to be so not consistently really able to break. When we do, they tend to come in flurries. It's looking to give us the 1-0 lead. He couldn't have come much closer without finding the target.
Oh, he's been part of their ads for over a year, is he? I haven't seen any, to be honest.
Season having a sim beaten to Claire. Adams again. And Nodge. Well in Zeno. It's not going to be time, is there? There's not going to be time. It's a 0-0 draw. Question from the press conference, actually, relating to a striker from Oliver Queen. Says, after being absolutely terrorised by Devante Cole last year, the 8 rated, he's absolutely... Now, if he were slightly lower rated, an option for those that you're thinking of bringing in. Now, in Cambridge, they've only have Blackpool. Lincoln with the defence up, sat mid on the draw. I've mentioned that he's been recommended to us before in a previous highlight as well, to be honest. We are struggling with a little bit of fatigue here. Let's take Zeno out for Diabate there. Nurse for Andrew, to be honest. We are struggling with this highlight as well, to be honest. We are really do with the 3 points. It's Nurse for Andrew. Fingers crossed. There was a result here away from 1-0 to this season. Kachunga gave us a 1. Another draw. We really are turning into quite the draw specialists so far this season, which is not the way to get yourself promoted, is it? Now then, question number 2 from the general commentary led to the first question, and general commentary there actually leads into this next one as well from Rick that says, with the improvements to the squad, are there any prospects for domestic cup success this season, or is promotion the sole priority of the club? Rather evidently, Swindon next. Swindon at home. Swindon at home. Swindon at home on this occasion. They've lost last 5, and judging by the overalls of the positions in their squad, they don't look that strong. They're missing Blake Tracy through injury. We're actually going to miss Grieve here through international duty, which is a pain in the
channel are the games on later?
Back out and go and change that before we even get towards the game.
So Turkey, Georgia, or they're both on BBC One.
Will start, and this is where he needs to step up, please. Elias Kachunga did get a goal in that last game, so our unbeaten run, us, and there is a long 7 to 65 rated. And he can see off Leyton Orient and then see off Blackpool too. Leyton Orient, I believe, in our division. if they start to step up the strike moment, I do think I want one still. Another 5 back in. Another 5 back in. This again continually. Put together a performance rather than Jordan comes into that starting spot, so he shall. Lavery. Joseph with a 9. Great movement. I'm hoping that the youngster that we're going to call up from the youth academy and the youngster we're going to recall from loan can actually be decent. To do the pulling the strings that we suggested that he may well do, and here he is involved again. Consider those strings pulled at the moment. Back to Ferrati and Lavery. Don't let him turn you. Joseph. 1-0 Blackpool. Inside goal. Yikes. I still can't believe he threw himself in there. To defend with 10 men. That 5 at the back might become 6 or 7. Intercepted by Brophy. Just hit. Thomas has Berry. Berry will look to spin. It's loose. It's loose. There from Blackpool. The sort of finish that saw Blackpool take the lead, but he can't do it. Just getting at the goal. I'd have been furious with him. With a poor effort. Not good enough. Very similar sort of finish to what Grieve round. Nicely. Thomas Berry racing forward. Round.
I'm only concerned about moving Marcus Brown central.
Keeper saves. No goal for the Yellers.
Is he
rode the
too
challenge.
Quick?
Didn't ride the next one. And yeah. 4. Can Brown win this header? Yes, he can. And then Thomas save. Berry. Thomas spins well.
I think I want to stay away from players that have pace in the 90s, like very late 80s and 90s, because there have been a few cases where Brophy's been too quick. He's only 83 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, and if you've got that in every position, then it does become a bit OP. We could tweak the sliders to just make the AI slightly quicker, but I don't know how much of an impact each tick on the slider scale actually has. That would be my only concern on that front. It doesn't, Charlie, no. I can't control how quickly players that are out on loan grow, so they grow by however much they grow.
See how it works for the rest of this half. There's that press, but actually they thought I was going to go to Digby, and there's that. Actually, Thompson, he's read it. Looking in today's Thomas tried, failed. Cambridge. Brophy responds. Exitor, Blackpool now to put together a spell of possession. Huddersfield score a late third. Life before. Huddersfield score a late. Well, we very nearly weren't winning games like wins. We're back on the up again. See you tomorrow.
Did I put the third question in? No.
Too many draws so far this season. That way, however, in between us and there is a long way between now and the end of the season. Leyton Orient at home in the Cup and then Blackpool away. Will you look to sign a rotational left back, especially in the case that, and he says, with Danny Andrew declining, will you notice that, and he says, with Danny Andrew declining, will you notice that, and he says, with Danny Andrew declining, will you look to sign a rotational left back, especially in the case of an injury or poor form from George Nurse? At present, I don't think I'm going to look for a backup left back other than Danny Andrew because, and you guys, I don't think on YouTube have seen this yet, Brophy is not something we want to do again. Tried. Welcome.
Hey, Benedict. Glad you joined the channel, mate. Thank you for joining us, dude. Whack some music in here and then we can set this to end. This is going to be, again, today's episode. Welcome back to the realistic road to glory here on FC24. Leaves effort off the post. Couple of rebounds off shins in the box that have meant that we haven't been able to get a shot away. And some good saves from Burge. It's Northampton Town 2. It's Cambridge United 0. And that is not the way to start today. We had fantastic fortune with our youth scout. But the team that he's into the starting lineup, home fans booing for that result, which I feel is slightly unfair. They might be having a poor season, but they're still a good side, and I think it's a bit too much to start booing the team there, considering they're still giving their all. It just didn't quite go according to plan. We have a question from the press conference, actually, relating to a striker from Oliver Queen. It says, after being absolutely terrorised by Devante Cole last year, and as you're in need of a new striker, is he an option for those that you're thinking of bringing in? Now, if he were slightly lower rated, potentially, but I believe Devante Cole is slightly too higher rated for us to bring in. Factor is that home side this time it's not our own fans, but given the fact they went down to 10 men after 7 minutes, I think those boos are probably just for the one man. Peterborough were drawn. Right, let's render that. All the card designs have got not found on them. As in on Ultimate Team, Bonesy. Try just restarting the game. That would be a simple fix. I would imagine. Thank you for the follow, mate. Cheers, Benedict. That's the plan. The YouTube channel where the videos go up, we've got 280,000 on, but this stream channel on YouTube is relatively new, as obviously we're co-streaming on Twitch as well. It does, yeah, it is a server issue or something of some sort, I imagine. Right, render. Have we got in that first? First bit. I'll get bids from in January and I'll have to end up selling him away. At least this way we'll end up, and he will come straight. We will only sign youth players up once they bring has 5. Annoyingly, my face is in the way. Could use the cutscene there to. I could use the screen grab to get the thingy in, thumbnail in. I'll try it. It might work. Might fit. Or is it a bit of a giveaway? I could blur it, I guess. Lever, coffee. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. No, it's the wrong one, Chess. Ah, fuck. So then it looks like that. Blurred, blurred, blurred. Gotta keep it a bit of a tease. I don't really want to give everything away, do I? So you could just do that there as well. Right, let's record another one, shall we? I might go for a quick toilet break first, actually. I'm a Cambridge United fan, Benedict. Yeah, we're going to do another Cambridge episode. Just finish what... Yeah, viewers asked that I don't use flashbacks quite so regularly. Is it less realistic for a Haas to have damage every race? And it's not every race. Yeah, K-Mag has entered the chat. To an extent, NWA, but not profusely. Right, I need more. I need to get some questions from the comment section for the next episode. There was a question I wanted to have, actually. That's Q1. Was this one about the stadium? Kevin, it's a red flag. Uh, 3 o'clock, Remedy. 3 o'clock-ish. Right, let's get... I need one more question from the comment section for the video. Doodle-doo. Unless anyone in chat has a question they would like answered in a press conference manner. If you do, then use start the question with capital letters PCQ : and then ask your question, and I'll take one from Twitch chat.
Glad you're enjoying it, Remedy. Thanks for the support, man. We're in Spain today. Spain. Espanol. Yeah, I'm going to go for a quick toilet break. If you want to ask a question in the press conference style that we use in the comment sections for the next episode, then use !PCQ, and then I'll use it for the video. BRB, and then we'll record one more. We might even be able to partially record another as well. We've still got 2 hours. BRB. Was kind of hoping for a question more related to the actual content. So, oh, there you go. Hoodie stepped up. Q3. Imagine Harry Maguire at Cambridge United. That'd be mental. I mean, who knows? I get the feeling by the time Maguire gets to a rating low enough for us to use him, he will be so slow. He'll be unusable. The finances up to date, it should be, aren't they? Yeah. 82k, yep. Finances are indeed upper to data. Oh, I need 3 names from the comment section for the ball behind me as well. God, there's so many things to update every fucking week. Every episode. Oh my god. I'll use Liam's name up there as well, considering I'm not going to use that question. You can at least go on the board, Liam. One more name. Liam. Jamie Burgess. We should. I'm pretty sure we'll get the FA Cup drawn this month. Because we should go. Actually, I'll probably go in at the second round, considering where we finished last year. I'm not sure. Actually. Right. Bring it, Grimsby. Oh, what does Berry want? Oh, we need to send our youth scouts out again, don't we? Fuck, I forgot about that. Let's do that. We did save at the end of the last episode, didn't we? So. Let's do that, and then they'll be back by the beginning of the next episode, won't they? So we've got 2 centre backs, a left back. Let's look for midfielders then, with our youth staff. Let's look for an Irish attacking midfielder, an Irish cam. To look for another Wessie. I will look for an English striker. See what we can get. No, Heung-min Son came out the womb faster than 50 pace. I'm pretty sure morale is because a number of people are like, I want a new contract. Depart is unhappy with play time. Kachunga wants to play more. Andrew wants to play more. Andrew's leaving. Kachunga's retiring at the end of the season. Debate wants to play more. That's fair. Soleil we're probably going to sell.
I won't be able to... That's annoying. I won't be able to sell Soleil, though. Because the way the game works, it will just have someone... it will just have someone sign him on a free. It's annoying. Can offer Digby a new contract, though. What's he currently on? £2,000. Delegate renewal. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Fair enough. Right, so let's play Grimsby, Fleetwood and Barnsley, or Grimsby, Barnsley and... Let's play Grimsby, Barnsley and Stockport. Let's play Grimsby, Barnsley and Stockport. Oh, you can actually sell players with contracts running out. You have to put them up for sale at the start of the season. Though you can't, yeah, you can't sell them in the January window because people just sign them for free. Which is annoying. No, there isn't the function for you as a user to buy a player in January that has 6 months left on their contract. It's just not possible. Clarkson's now up to 66. He's getting even better. Yeah, we're making the call. Rose is up to 61, which is good news as well. And I swear he's better than... Like, those stats are way better than 61 rated. I don't know. Well, it's because he's a cam, isn't it, really? Actually, there's a way for us to check, isn't there? If I have a look at Ibrahim Rose, he would be a 64 rated cam, but he's a 61 rated centre mid. Ooh, Liam Lee up to 66 as well. Hello. Maybe we don't need to sign another camp, although he's only got 48 strength. Is it time to start bringing in these youngsters? Rather than look to buy players, have we got players coming through that we can just look to utilise? We spend all of our money on a striker and promote from within. I don't mind that as an idea, actually. Thomas's contract's running out as well. It would give us more squad depth. Maybe we don't sell the players, we just let their contract expire. Need to start playing Diabate, I think, but I can't bring myself to replace Zeno in the starting lineup. It's just not fair at the minute. We'll get to the point where Diabate puts in a transfer request. Annoyingly, Stevens has peaked, which is unfair because he was sensational last year. No, Liam Lee was not the original high potential player. That was Joseph Vegas, who's still rubbish. Ah, yes. Right, record. Did I put the names up on the board behind me? I did. Well done, cheers. Welcome back to the realistic road to glory here on FC24. We are in actually better form than we were. Back-to-back victories at the end of the last episode see us back into the playoffs as it stands currently, and just 7 points away from an automatic promotion spot with 30 games to go. We're a third of the way through the season, and so far so good is probably the best way to phrase it. With regards to goals against, we're good. We've got solid defence. With the goals for, With regards to goals for, not quite so much. We are probably looking for a new striker in January. We are, however, having noticed in between last episode and this one that another youngster has rapidly grown out on loan. We are looking to promote from within for a couple of other positions. I was contemplating selling on a couple of players in January and buying to replace. I don't need to. I showed you Adam Clarkson in the last one. He was 65. He's grown again to 66. Obviously, as per the rules of the save, we don't like players to grow by more than 3. But if they're out on loan, there's nothing I can do about it. He's grown by 8. So I think Clarkson needs to come back and start, don't you? We'll recall him in January. Ibrahim Rose is up to 61. He would be a 64 rated cam, but I don't think I'm going to change him to a cam. I'm quite happy with him being a slightly lower rated centre mid, because at cam, someone we didn't realise had grown as much as he has now, Liam Lee is up to 66 rated. And I think it's time he gets recalled as well. He's only got 48 finishing. That we can train. I think in January, I recall Liam Lee, I recall Adam Clarkson, and we spend what budget we have on a new striker. And I'm going to look to loan Reyes Cleary. With regards goal stats, Dodds is still my top goal scorer in all competitions. Berry with 3 in the league has the same as Thomas and Grieve. So Grieve will be our continued starting striker for now. Cleary will drop out of the starting lineup, but we will loan Cleary, have Grieve be our backup, and look to buy a new striker in the upcoming January transfer window. That is my expectation as we progress further forward in this season. Whether we can achieve promotion and get ourselves to the Championship remains to be seen, but that new striker could well do it for us. Newly promoted Grimsby and newly promoted Stockport today for us, as well as obviously fellow promotion hunters Barnsley away as well. So, Grimsby Town, we face them first. They've got Rose up top alongside Gardner. They are not a very good side. They're in the relegation zone. They've lost 4 of their last 5. We have to win this fixture. So let's go and do it. Please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the content. I'd very much appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more moving forward. We'll put Dodds in, actually, and we'll move Brown to Cam for now, and Dodds can get the nod out wide on this occasion. I don't know as I get much choice, Jamie. I think teams will just bid for them. I won't actively look to sell. Danny, thank you for the follow, mate. Brophy bagged 2 in the last fixture to give us victory on that particular occasion. I don't think it's going to be enough to see him keep his starting spot, though. By the time we get to January, that Clarkson kid is going to come back and steal left mid away from James Brophy. But last year's player of the season will probably be able to get a contract extension regardless, and he'll still be usable for us moving forward. Hopefully he can have an impact still. Dodds will look for a delivery here. Brown will nod it into the middle. Brophy could have been there. Jordan Cousins is! And Eastwood makes a very good save. Saying thank you to iPhase today. Saying thank you to Jamie Burgess today as well for your continued support in the comment section. And thank you to George as well, who I'm sure, as a Sheffield United fan, very much enjoyed the win over Sheffield Wednesday a couple of episodes ago. Zeno's up. Mayer clears poorly. And Grieve will keep this in the danger zone. Brown out of his feet. Brown scored a worldie for us earlier this season, but this time Eastwood saves. I don't think Gassan's the one, to be honest. Grimsby free kick. Lacer looking for Rose. Well won by Zach Jules. Berry into Cousins. And here's Brophy now. Look at the run. Marcus Brown, he's on his bike. Can he bring this down? Yes. Can he find the teammate? No. Did it hit hand? Also no. Bollocks. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Gardner spins. Gardner finds Rose. Rose is wayward. That's poor. That's a really good opening chance for Grimsby. They are going to need to take opportunities like that if they fancy themselves at getting... Jesus wept. What a strong challenge. They're going to need to take chances like that if they fancy themselves getting out of the relegation zone this season. Otherwise, it will be straight back down to League 2 for Grimsby Town. Cousins. Brophy. George Nurse is on the run. He's off. Not much in terms of support. Here's Grieve now. Looking for Berry. Marcus Brown needs to go. He hasn't. Shit. Well in Zeno. Jordan Cousins. Berry. Looking for Rafferty. Drill it quickly to Grieve. Grieve needs runners. Greaves has runners. Runners that can't take the ball with them. Intercepted by Nurse. And Berry. Brown. Greaves on the run. Dodds on the run. Greaves can't be found. Jordan Cousins recovers possession. Dodds can't be found. Berry recovers possession. Through to Grieve. Grieve needs to bag. He needs to bag. He's hit the post. Alex Grieve has got to take those chances to stand a chance of being the man to lead us to the Championship. If he continues to miss gilt-edged opportunities like that, then he will be forever the backup man once we buy someone new in the next transfer window. Huh! Sorry.
Oh, Liam's changed his name.
Free kick for Grimsby, and he's put a lot on this. Brown wins the header really nicely. Grieve needs some support. Or is he? He's drifted past the man and bursts past another. He's got support with him. Grieve going to go all the way. He's made up for it. A wonderful solo run to beat two defenders. Racing behind. And this time, between the sticks. 1-0 Cambridge. I thought about squaring it, but I just wasn't sure I could get it to him. Well in. Oh, not so good. Up the mullet. Oh, it's not a bad ball, actually. Draper's drifted between the lines here. Green tackled, though. There will be more difficult games this season than Grimsby Town at home. But given the inconsistency of the form, I was hoping that we could play this one and get a really strong result and kind of boost my confidence in my team again. Alex Grieve is in. This time, can he bag it from here? Yes. Alex Grieve makes it 2. He's against the side that are probable relegation candidates and probably League 2 quality still, despite being in League 1. So we won't necessarily say that Grieve is turning his season around. He might just have found his level. If he can do it against Grimsby, but he can't do it against sides in the top half of the table, then he's not going to be the man for the Championship, is he? Not at present, anyway. Thank you very much for the Prime Gaming sub for the 3rd month, Withy. Appreciate it, dude. Berry. And Dodds. Reeve couldn't get there. Hume has given that away poorly. Grimsby showing why they are where they are. Has been the opportunity for upper players to come in today and get some extra game time. We might make some more changes after. If Jordan Cousins could control that, that'd be lovely. Rafferty and Dodds beats his man beautifully. He's got Berry running, but there's space to get into here for Dodds. And Dylan can't do it. Half time. I hope Grieve has growth in him too. I'm just not sure he does. Check his potential actually, can't I? Alex Grieve. He's peaked. He's peaked at 65. He's only 25 though. I'd say don't worry about the numbers, Charles. Upload content that you would find entertaining to watch yourself if someone else made it. And then try and enjoy it for the hobby of the creation of the content. Rather than get hooked up on whether you're getting views or not. Enjoy it for what it is initially. Right, we will make changes. Let's take Zeno up for Diabate. Bring Grimmer in. Kachunga. 3, and we'll do Soleil and Digby later. Hume. A back heel. Draper delivers. Talk about composure at the back. That is superb. Also with a little dink for Jordan Cousins. And Elias Kachunga's off the bench here. Trying to have an impact. Quickly, Grimmer down the line to Dodds. Grimmer felled rather cruelly. Looking for Grieve. Can't find him on a hat-trick now. Alex Grieve. Unfortunately has peaked at 65 rated. So, I'll use that a different highlight. Draper, Grimmer tackles. Diabate gets there, super strong, well done lad. Stevens with the punt. And Grieve with the header. Dodds with the positive mindset. Looking for the ball for Grieve to chase. Dodds just doesn't have any strength, does he? No worries, Twats. Catch you later, dude. Good to see you again, mate. Stevens with a pump forward. And Grieve knocks that down well. Dodds eventually remembers where the ball is. And Grimmer looking down the line for Berry. It's a good run. He's not going to get there. And Jordan Cousins. Little flick. Cousins again. Cousins. Comes to Kachunga. We got advantage there from the foul. Grimmer trying to draw the defender towards me so that Dodds can get in behind. As he has now done. He does have Kachunga in the middle to look for. And it's a great ball. And Elias very nearly gets there. Excellent defending from the man at the back post to ensure that we don't add a third to our tally. Grimsby look like they're going to be embroiled in a relegation fight all season. So ensuring they keep the scoreline down on days like this could be important for them come match day 46 and the end of. So to keep it at just 2 and not let the scoreline start to climb, we probably key in their survival attempts. All careful, Bros. I stepped in there and nearly got myself a second yellow card. I might have to take Brophy off here. I'm worried about getting him sent. I don't want that to happen. Bring Digby on. Ah, there you go, Daniel. They've all just expired then. I'll get on that after this game. Sleep, thank you very much for the 26th month in a row as well. Placer. Glennon. Anthony Glennon? Might be, might not be. Draper. Glennon. It's getting lost. Draper. Oh, it's a nice ball actually. Here's Mo Asa. Into Blazer. Into Zach Jules. Nicely done. Soleil. Oh, cheeky. George Nurse forward. He's calling for it, Elias, but he's not made a great run, he says, as he makes a great run. Oh, what a save by Eastwood. Can we win that? No. Can't get to the loose ball either. Free kick for us. Okay, great position for it then. Soleil has the best free kicks. I fancy Bez though, you know. Fancy Berry here. Luke Berry from the edge of the box, 20 metres out. Luke Berry for 3-0. Well held by Eastwood. We should have put a bit more power on it. Could still get a third. Never mind. My striker seems to be... Oh no, defender. It was the right back. Seems to be more concerned with defending their goal than ours. That's a lovely ball through and Dars is offside, unfortunately. Header Digby, well up. Out to Soleil. Nice. Bez. He's away, Luke Berry. He's not quite got the pace he used to in his earlier years, though. Soleil's here. Probably a foul from Soleil Kaikai, but never mind. Advantage, well, not even advantage. The referee didn't agree with me that I'd fouled him, which is fine by me. Looking for Grieve, who's on a hat trick. Fuck that up, didn't I? Draper missed it. Mayer can't get there. That'll be full time. Well, 2-0 in the end was enough. The two chances taken by Grieve in the first half. If he hadn't hit the post with his first effort, he could have had himself a hat-trick today. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be, but didn't need to be. Grimsby not cut out for League One level, I think it's safe to say. Based on that particular performance, we'll take the 3 points, be very happy with it. Peterborough draw as well, which is good news for us. We have a question from the comments section for the press conference. It's from Coleman. After keeping another clean sheet, very apt. It says, with how good Jack Stevens has been for you, would you consider keeping him as your number one in the Championship if you get there next season, or if nobody comes in for him? Or, to be competitive, would you replace him? Jack Stevens has been superb for us so far in this save, and I think it would be only fair that we give him the opportunity in the first half of our first Championship season, whenever that may be, for him to continue to be the rock at the back that he has been. Can't get promoted and keep a goalkeeper that was one of the highest clean sheet keepers last year. I mean, he was second in the Golden Boot race last year and leads the Golden Boot race this year. I just can't replace him at the moment. It would be entirely unfair and unrealistic to do so. Don't know whether I saved these questions as the pictures. I'll just double check. Q1. Yeah, I did. Vamos. I can close the tab. I say Golden Boot. Well done, Chesney. Right, gift out those subs. Well done me, I'm a fucking penis. Do 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 do. It would be very impressive if Jack Stevens won the Golden Boot. Can you imagine? Sheila Vare! This might be the... Oh no, it's the 13th. The run of the 13th where it stops letting me gift out subs, isn't it? I did try and change my payment method from PayPal to my Amex card to get the British Airways points, but it didn't like my Amex card, unfortunately. Sad. Oops. Now's when my phone goes fucking berserk with all of the emails that come through. English or Spanish? English, por favor. English, por favor. No hablo español. Nice. Okay, Daniel. Thank you for your continued support on Patreon, my dude. Patreon is back up at its joint highest ever level. Thanks to the flurry of those that came in at the beginning of this second season. Okay, so can we get a thank you? Not the chat for that, Mr. Groot. You want to be a troll like that? Try someone else's chat. Not here, thank you. Okay, bye. Chat, do we count these or not? Because it's charging me 14 grand to go to Blackpool on the coach. There's no way that the coach costs 14 grand to go to Blackpool. So to offset that, I'm thinking of not counting these. Like, it's not going to cost me £96,000 for a scout to scout Ireland for 3 months. There's no way that Alistair Bell is spending £30,000 a month to go to football games. I don't fucking think so. Youth facilities, was it 30? When did you leave, Joe? I don't know what you missed because I don't know when you left. K. Jack Myers, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the channel, dude. That's annoying. Hull want to loan to buy Reyes. No. He's not for sale. I'm trying to loan him. Yeah, apparently. Private fucking limousine prices. What a joke. This is going to be another one of those you don't get a realistic bid, isn't it? Scenarios. Which is going to suck. Fuck off. No. Like, he's for loan. I've loan listed him, so I'm not obviously not going to look for a loan to buy, am I? If I wanted to sell him, I'd fucking transfer list the bastard. I'm getting a new one every bloody day at the minute. What's Cleary's potential? Apologies. Excellent typing set. $75. Oh. I know I can change loan to buy to just a loan, but I wouldn't loan him to a team in the league above, would I? Fucking Jumbuk Hyundai. No, give me like a League 2 club. Or another League 1 club. FC fucking Searle. I think it's going to be the most realistic thing to let him leave for free. Not looking for two new strikers, no, just one. Right, we were going to play Barnsley and Stockport, weren't we? Exeter City are next opponents. Another 5 back for them. They are in 22nd place, so another relegation threatened side. Exeter do tend to yo-yo between Leagues 1 and 2 in the past decade or so plus, so it's no surprise to see them where they are at the moment. We will actually give Diabate another game. I'm gonna probably bite the bullet and start Diabate ahead of Zeno now moving forward. I think it's just the right thing to do at this stage of both players' careers, unfortunately for Zeno. Hopefully we should get a win down at St James's Park, and indeed we do. George Thomas and Luke Berry grab the goals in a 2-0 win for Cambridge United, which is most welcome. There's a question from the press conference from Charlie. It says, with Cambridge battling for promotion last season and this season also, more eyes will eventually want to sit down at the Abbey Stadium to watch these matches. Is there any plans to renovate the stadium to accommodate for the influx of fans in the case of promotion? At present, I'd say we're not planning on upgrading the stadium at the moment. We will, obviously, as we progress through the divisions, but at this particular moment in time, with a balance of only 4.6 million, I think our priority has to be the playing staff once we get promoted to the Championship. Maybe once we consolidate in the Championship, then, and we have ourselves a decent squad, then we could consider upgrading the stadium. We certainly will throughout the course of the save in that instance, but perhaps once we've gotten ourselves a squad that can keep us in the division, there's no point improving a stand if we then get relegated and there aren't bums to go on seats anymore. With regards where we see match tickets etc come through, it says match attendance 7716. Now our stadium in game has about 8,000 capacity, so once we start getting close to capacity, then we will look to upgrade, I think. Although I'm not sure how realistic that would be in terms of the game probably doesn't do that. So once we've established in the Championship and we feel like we've gotten ourselves a squad that can keep us up, or once we've stayed up once, then we'll look to put some funds into the stadium if the funds are available in the bank balance. They should be available, we hope, but we might have to spend most of our money to stay in the division. We haven't yet figured that out. I can toggle this league position now actually as well, can't I? To playoff spots. Oh, Kirk Henderson has completed his positional change from a 65 rated centre-back for a player that we believe is more suited with his passing stats to be a CDM. He stays at 65. Okay, not a problem. We can look to develop him moving forward. And considering we're going to use him slightly further forward, and we'll look to improve his passing stats as well as his dribbling. His tackling is decent, and we'll obviously look to continue to improve that as we move forward. But fingers crossed we can get him to become a better CDM by being better in possession rather than at present being similarly suited to being a centre-back. We said we'd call him up in February, so we thought we at least get to use him for 6 months before someone swoops in and steals him off us, because that's the nature of the game, isn't it? So that's what we'll do. And we have now Fleetwood Town coming up, trying to loan out Cleary. But as you can tell by Elche, Gent, Blackburn, I've also had Hull City come in with loan to buys. None of them are realistic at the moment. So it might be a case, as we saw with the youth players, that when we're trying to loan someone out, we might just have to wait until we get... Or sorry, we might not be able to wait until we get a realistic bidding. We might just have to loan to anyone, but I will try and persist until I absolutely have to bite the bullet. We have Fleetwood at home next, then Barnsley away, and Swindon now in the Cup, as the Stockport game has been pushed to midweek next month. So we will play that Cup game against Swindon, but we are firstly going to simulate this game against Fleetwood. They've got Stockley still up top for them. Wiradu at the back is pretty strong. Rooney at right back as well. Fleetwood, not a great side, and Grieve is on international duty, so I'll see you in a second. Let me sort my finances out first. Like, why is it costing me 30 grand to go to Exitor? That's fucking stupid. It should cost me 3 grand to go to Exitor. I bet Premier League sides don't even spend fucking 30 grand to go around the country. Jules was previously at Exeter, yes. Well then, attempt 2 to play and hopefully beat Fleetwood Town, which indeed we do. Berry and Brophy both with the goals for the U's. The winning run is continuing. I haven't actually checked the league table for a couple of games now, with Barnsley next, which is obviously a very important fixture. Are we starting to push towards the top 2? Yes, we are. The gap has been as high as 8 to Huddersfield in second. It is now as low as 5. We're reeling them in with a decent run of form. Peterborough are scoring a lot of goals. Our, to be fair, goal tally has ticked up of late. We've been putting the ball in the back of the net a little bit better. 2 against Fleetwood, 2 against Exeter, 2 against Grimsby, 2 against Blackpool. Whereas previously, look, 1 Leyton Orient, 1 Swindon, 1 Lincoln, none against Wigan or Northampton. We're starting to put the ball in the back of the net with a bit more regularity at the moment, which hopefully is going to fire us towards the Championship. Barnsley away, though, is not an easy fixture. Yeah, sorry, Ben. You missed it. We played you. You missed it. Sorry, mate. Although it didn't make for good watching for you, so don't worry about it. You were a little bit shit. Oops. £500 bus, £250 petrol. The night out afterwards, 29 grand. Yeah, apparently. Double check finances actually. Right. Barnsley still with Devante Cole in their front line, 7th place in the division, 3 wins in their last 5. You can tell by the average ratings, this is probably the best squad that we've played so far this season. 69 defence, 69 midfield and 67 attack, when we know Devante Cole is 68 rated, but is as effective as a 75 rated player at this level. It's going to be a very tough fixture. We're not at full strength either, due to the nature of the fixture list at the moment, but we can start a number of players that we would like to. So we will be strong enough to be able to hold on to hopefully a point. The question is, are we strong enough to keep the winning run going? No! Spoiler alert. Probably not. Hello, X. How are you, dude? Yes, Jamie. Went to the cup this morning. You cheeky bastard. Rafferty. Dodds. Dodds might only be 62 rated, but he has impressed a little bit this season. I'd be tempted to look to loan him out in January, just on a short time frame. Thought Barnsley were going to score an own goal, to maybe try and get a bit more extended growth out of him. With the exceptional growth of Clarkson, maybe if Dodds can do the same, we might be able to promote from within in a number of different positions, and that would save us so much money, meaning we could maybe upgrade the stadium early. We mentioned upgrading the stadium earlier with a press conference question. If we were able to promote from within and have players grow well and genuinely compete in the first team, then it would save us a hell of a lot of money on transfer fees, and we could maybe improve the stands slightly. Styles into Waters. One thing that won't improve is the scoreline if Barnsley keep attacking like this, but Luke Berry's done very well. Dodds is still out there, but Cleary can't find him yet. Dodds looking for the runner Rafferty. A run that is found well. Not much in terms of support, but Berry found. And Thomas. Good footwork from George. Digby's here. And Berry again. And George Thomas again. And Berry again. And Luke Berry, deflected. Could have gone anywhere. Wide for a corner is where it does end up. Best will take the corner himself. Looking for Paul Digby, who can't find the target.
Shed go up or shed go down, ads? Or shed get empty or shed get full? Rafferty does well. George Thomas making a great run. Maybe I should have used Dodds first. Thomas's run had actually drawn the defender away. Here's Russell now. Thomas dropping back a bit deeper here to help out. Styles getting forward. And Russell, who previously led Barnsley twice and drawn and lost against them. So we have previous against this particular side. Last season they and Bolton proved to be the two sides that we just could not get the better of. Have things changed from season 1 into season 2? Challenge from O'Keefe. I don't know, actually. I don't know as I have the confidence to say either way. I feel like we've gotten better as a squad, but whether we've gotten better with our performances, our league position would actually say we're about the same. Can I get to that to get it to Dodds? No. Oh, not good enough so far, but Devante Cole has been quiet in the opening half an hour. That does still mean there's an hour for him to get his customary brace against us. Like I said, he's given the ball away there. And we're building nicely here. And Brophy has George Thomas, who had Cleary but couldn't find him. Shed go up and garage get empty. Nice. There we go, please, Zach. Kinda. We'll take it. Brophy. Thomas backs away nicely. It's good appreciation and awareness for space. And Reyes Cleary is in. And can't finish. Got to start burying those one-on-one opportunities, Reyes Cleary. This is exactly why we want to send him out on loan, to improve so that he can come back and have the opportunity to hold down a first-team spot. At the moment, he's not good enough for the level we're playing at, let alone the level we have aspirations of being at in the not-too-distant future. Lovely ball. Waters. Devante Cole, wait for the pace. There it is. He's gotten away. And Kane. Stevens makes the save. Devante Cole is just effectively unplayable at times. I can't do anything against him. Herbie Kane is going to take this short to Connell. And Waters could wind up for a shot from the edge of the box. Don't know much about, or anything actually, about Waters. Clearly doing better defensive work than he does attacking at the moment. Rafferty into Dodds. We'll just keep the ball away from them for now. I'd take 0-0 at the end of the game, let alone at half-time. We might, however, maybe, be somewhere above 0-0. George Thomas making the run. No, we won't. Put in, shite. Hello, Tyler. How are you, mate?
The referee has indicated there will
Hey,
be
you well,
a
dude.
minimum of 1 minute of added time.
Well, Russell takes that in his stride well. I don't think it was intended for him, but he's found well. Who is Waters and how good is he? Max Waters, 66. Waters, lovely through ball. Devante Cole. Oh, Devante Cole! We kept him quiet for the entirety of the first half. 2.5 minutes into the second. He's not quiet anymore. Barnsley have their lead at last. I don't like Devante Cole. This is exactly why I don't think he'd signed for me. I don't know as it would be realistic for me to go out and try and get him.
Could look to loan someone from one of our parent clubs, perhaps. Digby. I think Digby played at Barnsley, didn't he? I think we signed Digby from Barnsley once he got released. I might be wrong. I think that was born in Barnsley, one of the two. Digby intercepts. Cleary has runners. One of which is a defender for them. He's won it back at least. Fair play. And Digby looking to get away. Cleary utilised again. This time he will comfortably find Brophy. He's not going to get around the outside the defender, but Digby found again. And Devante Cole's across to me. Digby's trying his hardest here. George Thomas intercepts that well. Berry, can't do anything against Barnsley again. Fucking shite. He was at Barnsley, I thought so. Callum Styles. Waters out to Styles. Oh, it's a heavy touch. It's going to get him away. Rafferty can't cope. Waters. Diabate does really well. Dodds. Oh, the pass just isn't good enough when we need a pinpoint accurate pass. We don't have one. Struggling for stamina in a number of different positions at the minute. George Thomas will come off and Kachunga will come on. We might do Dodds for Soleil just for an extra, Dodds for Marcus Brown for an extra bit of quality. Oh, we got him from Stevenage, did we? Yeah, you're not wrong, Tyler. That's the challenge, isn't it? To be as realistic as you can be without just finishing mid-table for 10 years in the same division. Styles. I'll have that. I won't have that. I'll have that, though. No, Dodds. Not where that was supposed to go. Oh, Devante Cole well in. Diabate. Cries from the crowd for a penalty. Cries that will go unheard by the referee. Nice turn. George Nurse has been a good signing. I really enjoyed using him. Cleary's touch is so heavy there. Oh, get me a new striker, please. I was excited by Cleary, but he's not the man yet. Lovely little flip by Russell. We've intercepted. Berry forward. Cleary. Dodds is on the run. Ah, shitting out. Well in, Dodds. Berry spins and forward. Thomas to Rafferty. Rafferty inside. Thomas again. Digby forward. Cleary round the corner maybe. Digby still. Cleary round the corner maybe. Reyes Cleary. Goal for Cambridge United. He's finally done it for us in a played game. He scored in Sims. He's not done that before for me when I'm in control of him. Now he has. Reyes Cleary bags an equaliser at Oakwell, and that could be giant for keeping us in touch with the top two. He's a big boy, Nolan. Real stocky. Reyes Cleary. Proper thick boy. O'Keefe getting away from Nurse. O'Keefe still getting away from Nurse. Devante, off the post, Rafferty. What reactions from the defender? That was instinctive. I had no control over that. He did that all of his own accord. Digby tries, fails to win it back. Devante Cole's at it again. And Zach Jules is in the way. Oh, we fought so hard for an equaliser and then very nearly went behind again. 5 minutes to go. Not that Barnsley aren't accustomed to scoring late goals against us, but we will try and keep the ball away from them for the remainder of this game and just get the point. I could try and look for Cleary here in the middle to maybe go for a winner, but probably should have just run to the corner. Time wasted. We can win this. We can win this. Oh, we could lose this. Herbie Kane. Lovely ball. O'Keefe.
Official has indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
Oh, I thought he was going to give that straight to Cleary then, who had the room and pace to get away from them. Oh, Barnsley a little bit lucky there. Maybe so. That's the first time we've felt competitive with Barnsley since we were halfway through the previous game when we were 2-0 up against them. And they obviously scored 2 late goals. Charlton win again. Peterborough lose again, which is huge for us, as we have one final question from the press conference. That from Hoodie Plays, who says, a lot of veteran Premier League players are falling in form and getting moved out of the Premier League and further down the divisions. If Cambridge achieve promotion, is bringing one of those low 70s rated players with experience on the cards. For example, someone like Harry Maguire. Maguire is a bit too far out of the realms of possibility at the moment for us when getting to the Championship. But we saw earlier in this season that Sam Godosh from Brentford was available for transfer, a player that has extensive Championship experience and some Premier League experience for Brentford at that top tier level. That's probably the calibre of player we could look to bring in from the Premier League as they look to extend their careers by dropping down a division when they've not quite got it to stay at the elite level. 70s with regards ratings is out of our realms of possibility at the moment, with our highest rated players still currently being 68, I believe, with Berry and Rafferty. Don't believe we've got anyone currently higher than that. We don't. Both of which have peaked, I believe, as well, unfortunately. But if I do that and then sort here again. So they've peaked. Everybody's peaked. Diabate is the one that could get his rating up higher at the moment, but he's not yet in a position to grow so far this season. But at 22 years of age, there is plenty of room for growth from him. And then look, it's Clarkson and Lee, the ones that are out on loan that we're going to bring back in January to hopefully properly kickstart our season. That said, we're doing very well. We are looking as well for other young players to fill the youth squad. David Pryor here might be okay. Actually, 350 grand is not a bad starting point. 70 to 94 for him is decent, but 160 grand makes me think no, but we'll get him in anyway. 90 is an absolute no. Same for you. And peaking at 67, not good enough, my friend, I'm afraid. I'm looking for an Irish Cam. The new Wes Hoolahan, perhaps. 325 grand is a good starting point-ish, but 76 peak potential is an absolute no, I'm afraid. So we won't go for you. No standouts from Ireland yet. No standouts really from England there, although we did call one player up, that being Pryor, who is a centre-back. Oh, good. So you can search for strikers specifically, but you still don't get players that actually suit that position. Bingo! Good game. Ah, fuck my life. Let me report it to the devs. Fucking. This is the thing. You can be as real. You could be as realistic as you want. Don't fucking matter, does it? Wilkinson's shite as well. No, he was a shit centre-back too. Just the 12 grand travel costs to Barnsley. Hendo will get the call up in February ads so that we don't call him up and then immediately get a bid for him that I have to accept in the January transfer window. Cousins is up to 65 now. Okay, that's intriguing. Just go for a quick toilet break before we play the next one. Yeah, exactly. If I call him up, then some big club will be like, "We'll have him." I'm like, "Well, he's not played a fucking game for me yet. So how do you know he's any good?" Just go for a quick toilet break, and then we will finish the episode here. BRB.
Jamie, you're off the boil today, mate. You're off the boil. Let's double check the finances one more time. Good. Swindon Town then. League 2 Swindon in this save. And I think in real life as well, to be completely honest. Not a strong team. 61 attack, 59 in the midfield, and 62 in defence, which is clearly their strongest area. Jordan Hunt in the midfield is a Patreon player for them. So Jordan getting the start here ahead of a couple of others. Last season, we got Bolton in the cup, didn't we? And didn't manage to make the most of a potential cup run and financially from that, by going on a bit of a run with some good results. So this time, hopefully, we can get ourselves the result and actually progress in the cup. We'll give a couple of fringe players some first-team football here, and Archer can start in goal, but I don't want to make too many changes for fear of not being able to get the result. Put Digger on the bench because he's just... Oh, sorry. Put Grieve on the bench. To be fair, there's not much difference between the two of them, is there? Whatevs. Come on in. Let's go and get the result. Up the yellows. You went to school with Bez, did you, Lee? Yeah, he's gone Charlton in real life, hasn't he? Maestro, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the channel, pal. Nurse. And Cleary. Rofi and Jordan Cousins. Out to Grimmer. Good touch and run by Grimmer. Oh, not such a good touch and run by Cleary. Brown. Let's not really look for George Thomas through the air though, but Cleary's in there. Cleary could get on the end of this. Anyone could get on the end of that. Decent ball. Little nod down. Go again, please, Grimmer. And he's in again. It's just slightly overhit. Never mind. Knock that back. Well done, George. Headed by Nurse. Diabate will spread this across to Grimmer. Forward into Brown. And Berry. And Cleary. Looking for Grimmer, not found. Hit a hand, though. Free kick in a probably not goal-scoring position, if we're honest. But if we chip this towards the back post, maybe someone get on the end of it. Someone like Diabate who can head 5 yards wide. Oh, dear. Oh, Jordan, you're here. Nice. Glad you're enjoying the series, Lee. Thanks for the support, mate. Melling, Grimmer. That's been pretty solid, Grimmer, when called upon. He and Rafferty both good additions to the squad for that right-hand side since the loss of Luke Berry. Not Luke Berry. Loss of Liam Bennett, what one says. Nurse, that hit out. An arm of Blake Tracy. No, it will be a corner here. Blake Tracy, a player I have had with Cambridge, but I think that might well have been actually in a Football Manager save, not an FC or FIFA save. Berry here. Cousins short. Berry gets crunched. Advantage played. And apparently that's advantage used too. I don't think so. Well in Cousins. Marcus Brown. Come on, Cleary. Get yourself in the middle, mate. Little dink. Cleary! Like Tracy. I mean, it's all Cambridge United here at the minute. Swindon just can't get out. But I can't find a bloody goal to save my life right now. Nurse. Brophy. Brophy. Looking for Cleary. Cleary found. Cleary turns. Cleary! Saved by Bran. Good stop down low. Yellow card, unsurprisingly, for the Swindon man for the challenge earlier on. And we'll try again from a corner. Berry delivers. George Nurse underneath it. And cleared by Devine. As far as Jordan Cousins. Down. And not goal of the season.
Header. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Not the obvious way to attempt to control the ball, but it worked. I've had a man stay down there. Injured Drinan. They're talking about it in commentary. Or would be if I had them turned on. Here's Kokolo. Actually, he's left Grimmer behind there. Zeno's come across here. Trying, failing to win the ball back. Carrasco. Kokolo again. Oh, and then swipes at Grimmer. Drinan. He shook that knock off quite quickly, didn't he? George McEachran and Devine. Taking the time here, Swindon. Kanu. Oh, nice sharp turn. Well in Cleary. Grimmer. And Brown. The runner there. Thomas back to him. Thomas going to go down the line? No, Brown will though. We'll use that as a decoy. Open up some space in the middle that I can't utilise. Well done, Ches. That was sick. Struggling to get Swindon now. We started off on fire and now I can't create a sausage. Brophy to George Nurse. And Brophy again. Room to get into. Cleary will lay it out wide. Nurse with two in the middle. Two that surely should be found. Two that should have been found. Terrible cross. They were on their own. There was the defender and then two attackers, and he's picked out the goalkeeper. Oh, excellent footwork from Kokolo. Well in. Oh, why don't you try and pass it to man's on the fucking floor? Here's Drinan. Okay. Change player rather than putting a tackle in. Well in. Nil at half time. Shinoda to Ferrari, Sainz and Zhou to RB. Uric kicker went to Red Bull. Perez to kick. Vesti to Williams and Behrman to Alpine. Wow. Were you not that heavily involved there? Have a look. You're on a 5.2. 3 passes. 100% accuracy and 100% for your 3 dribbles as well. You have committed a foul, though. No one's playing that well in this fixture, are they, really? I'll tell you what I haven't done. Let's upload the fucking video we rendered for today. My brain just went, you've forgotten something, Ches. What are we doing? I made the thumbnail. It didn't actually upload a fucking video. What a moron. Thankfully, we noticed in time, so we will get the video up. Christ. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? FC24. Christ. Visibility. Today, please, in about 40 minutes, if you don't mind. Thanks. Devine. Take on the whole defensive line here. I think Carrasco. Kanu. Tackled by Jordan Cousins. Nicely done. Brown. Trying a little bit of trickery. Doesn't work. Kokolo. And here is Hunt. Into Drinan. Hunt again. And Drinan. Lovely little back heel. Kanu. Kekren and Kanu. Foul given. Advantage played. They're going to take it quickly. No. Jordan with a free kick for Swindon. He's going for goal. Tar. For George Nurse here. Got down nicely. Brophy spins his man. George Nurse is arriving. That's really well done. Got George Thomas at the back post. It's Thomas will look for. I think that came off Blake Tracy. Oh, and Brown with an acrobatic save that was absolutely unnecessary. Win that. Well up, Jordan. Kanu, I think, actually won it. Oh, George. Excellently done. Brofs, come on, mate. Keep up, pal. Brophy. Thomas. Berry. Fat. Really don't want a bloody replay. Oh, he's tried to be fancy there and it's not worked. Oh, but the ball is just not good enough. Nurse. Towards the Brophy. Nurse again. George Thomas is through that gap. Fucking Nora. Might do Dodson a bit. Come on, get a fucking win. It's Swindon Town, for fuck's sake. Challenge. Devine is low on stamina, high on determination to get his side a winner in this cup tie. Minute can now try and take advantage of that low stamina, and Brophy's just going to go on a bit of a run here. Got support short from Jordan Cousins, who should have enough strength to hold off Kanu. Good trickery too. A solo run from Jordan Cousins, just spreading the play well. You can hear the crowd sound their appreciation. Soleil Kaikai played in here, off the bench, to maybe help us have a winning impact. Cousins, I tried to shoot with that. Cleary's recovered it. Cleary from the edge of the box, wide of the target. Got to be better, pal. Fucking no. Eno does well. Thomas forward to Kachunga. Goes Brofs. There's Devine. Only 15 minutes to go here. Really do not want a replay. I also don't want to go out in the first round for the second season in a row. Cleary couldn't get his feet sorted to get the shot away. Swindon are holding on here. And it looks like they're going to force the replay here at home, with a strong enough side for sure to get the job done against Swindon Town. We're not doing that. However, they do keep making mistakes. Eventually, we've got to punish one of them, surely. Brophy. Comes short for me again, Soleil. Cleary shows some strength. Blake Tracy does really well. Just can't do it. Why is Swindon Town this good? Good delivery. Brophy's up. Cleary's there. Elias spreads to Soleil. It's George Thomas who's making the run. It's Cleary that's played in. Cleary looks for Soleil. Kai again. And the man that might well be on his way out of the club might be keeping us in the FA Cup. He's not. Inside of the post struck and away. What has a man got to do to score a goal in a game of football? I'm not sure. Clearly not what I've been doing in this fixture so far because it's not working. Thomas looking for the ball out wide. Grimmer found well. Elias Kachunga's back post. Oh my God, it nearly went straight in from the cross. Can you imagine? Oh, it's a goal kick though. And we will have an FA Cup replay against Swindon to contest in the month of December. It is not ideal at all. But it is where we find ourselves 0-0 with the League Two outfit that are undeniably, so far in this save, the worst side we've played. So that's gone well, hasn't it? Any shocks in there? None that we can see at the moment. That's really frustrating. With Stockport to come out, I'd rather have played Stockport. With Stockport to come, we are 4th in the table, still 5 points off Huddersfield, who've still continually only lost 1. We've only lost 2, same as Wickham. And Charlton at the top of the table, whose lead is currently 3 points. We were 8 points off second. We're now 8 points off first. And the gap to outside the playoffs is 6 points. So we're as close to automatics as we are from not getting promoted at all. 9 draws, though. 8 draws for Huddersfield, 9 draws for us, 11 draws for Wickham. So many sides trying their best to not get promoted. We've got Wickham twice in tomorrow's episode, and Stockport twice, and Huddersfield Town. So we'll play Stockport, we'll play Huddersfield, and we'll play Wickham. But which one of them, I don't know yet. Really need to make sure we get a result against Huddersfield, though, don't we? Desperately. Now, we should, I believe, oh no, we've already had the scout report, and it was rubbish, haven't we? Yeah, unfortunately. Not to worry. Well then, join me tomorrow for the last episode before the January transfer window, where with pennies to spend, we have intent to do so. I'll see you tomorrow. Patreon players development, I can show you, James. Let me just... RTG S25. Just set this to load into my editing software, and then I'll show you the Patreon players whilst it does that. That's finished uploading. Good. Just gonna put some ads in here. Vamos. That's a load in here. I'm not sure what to call that episode, actually. Patreon players. Perhaps if I'm on the right tab on my computer. Patreon players look as follows. Will is 63. Oh. Will is 63. Silo, Schultz. So Will's the highest rated goalkeeper at 63 at Bradford. Of the 6 goalkeepers we have, which is the most goalkeepers we've ever had in the Patreon, I think. Then at right back, we've got Joe, who's 61 at Hull at the moment. Gareth, who's 59 at Swansea. James is 64 at Monaco. And then Emmanuel, 59 rated, currently at FC Goa in India. Centre-back, there's Patrick Kelly, who's centre-back, CDM and striker, 60 rated. Lachlan is 65. Jordan Jack Greasley is 59 and not really growing at Exeter, which is a shame for him. At the moment, Emmett Johnson is at Derry. He's up to 65. Dallas, 63. Bear is 65 as well. A lot of mid-60s in the centre-backs. 64 for Ben Bessemer, 61 for Oliver Windle. Kellen Watts is a player we would like to bring in if we possibly can at some point. Jaden Corker is a 62 rated left back at the moment at Cosenza. Then there's Nolan at Notts County. Seb at Blackpool, who hasn't played against us yet. Stuart Lynn, 66 is the highest rated fullback at 18. Might be the joint highest rated defender at all as well. All told, sorry. Then CDMs is only 2. There's James at Liverpool and Jay at Rot-Weiss Essen. Right mids, Matthew and Brandon. Matthew at Freiburg, the full team. Dallas at Freiburg, the second team still. Centre mid-wise, I've got quite a few of you. There's Brannan, Cameron, Jensen Weir is a player we're thinking about signing. Looks pretty bloody good, actually. Jensen Weir's still only 22, although actually he's too highly rated for me right now. James, you're 58 rated at Colchester at the moment. Alfie is 60. Jay is 60. Connor's still as of yet unsigned at 62. I'll just double check your potential, James, because I'm sure you should have grown by more than that by now. I know, potential of 92. You're just not that good, unfortunately. Jordan 60, Jordan 60, Matt 62, Michael 61, Nathan and Nick 62 and 61 respectively. Cameron's at Crew still. Owen is the only left-sided player at 63, or left mid anyway. Daniel 64, Danny 64, Liam 63, Keeler Dunn. How tall is he? 5'11". Keeler Dunn could be a good signing. Chisel at 5'10" as well could also be a very good signing. Ethan and Waneri ended up going to Austria Vienna. Then there's Aaron, 59 rated. German Michael, 63. Barnes Josh, 65. August Abrams, 66. We were looking at maybe at Appare for striker, who's very good. Although finishing of only 61. If his finishing was higher, he'd be a much better player, wouldn't he? Lewis Appare from Northampton might be a good go-to. There's Macaulay Langstaff as well, obviously at Notts County, who will be has been highly recommended by the comment section. Then there's Sin at 64, Julio at 65, Jack at 64 as well, Chris at 64, Aiden 61 in Ireland, Ads is 62 at Man United still. Kashnadu is still playing in India. Papo is a player we could look for a wide position, potentially, if we want. Nathan Hart, 61. Daz at 63. Col at 65. Millie at 60. Ads at 65. And Joe at 66. At the beginning of that transfer window, Ads. Bennett, obviously not here for this transfer window, so 68 would be the highest. We just happened to not buy someone that was at the same rating as Bennett. Yeah, window, not season. What's called that one? Here he finally scores. Welcome back to the realistic road to glory here on FC24. We are in actually better form than we were. Back-to-back victories at the end of the last episode see us back into the playoffs as it stands currently, and just 7 points away from an automatic promotion spot with 30 games to go. We're a third of the way through the season, and so far so good is probably the best way to phrase it. With regards to goals against, we're good. We've got solid defence. With the goals good is probably the best way to phrase it. With regards to goals against, we're good. We've got guards finishing. That we can striker for Grimsby and newly promoted Stockport Ham for now, and Dodds can get the nod out wide on this occasion. Brophy bagged 2 in the last. Looked it into the would make Brophy bagged 2 today. Saying thank you to in the danger zone. Brown out of his feet. Brown scored a worldie for us earlier this season, but this time Eastwood saves. We are bringing Clarkson back and loaning Dodds out, Joe. Yes, that is the plan. Rose! Intercepted by Nurse. And by Nurse. Through to Grieve. Grieve needs the bag. He needs the bag! He's hit the post! The window. Huh! Sorry. Grieve. Kick for Grimsby. Put a lot on this. Free kick for Grimsby. Let's put a lot on this. Solo run to 1-0 Cambridge. More difficult games this season than Grimsby. The man for the championship, is he? Not at present, anyway. There wasn't much happening in the second half of that game, was there? Okay, great position for it then. Select. Nicely done. Draper. Missed it. Mayer. It would be him. Jack Stevens has been for you. Would you keeping another clean sheet? Very apt. It says with how clean sheet. Very apt. It says with how good. Q1, please. Question 1 is going to go there. Oh God. Careful. Is with how good Jack Stevens has been for you. Would you consider keeping him as your number 1 in the championship if you get there next season, or if nobody comes in for him? Or, to be competitive, would you replace him? Jack Stevens has been to replace him. Jack Stevens has been entirely unfair and unrealistic to do so. Yes, Zach. Can confirm. We are Spanish bound. Exeter City are next opponents for them. They are. Now then, Ollie, how are we, lad? Place, so another relegation threatened side. Exeter do tend to yo-yo between Leagues 1. George Thomas and Luke at this particular to sit down at the Abbey Stadium to welcome. There's a question from the press conference from. From Charlotte, it says, with Cambridge battling for promotion, is there any plans to renovate the stadium to accommodate for the influx of fans in the case of promotion? At present, to accommodate for the influx of fans in the case of promotion. Most of our money to stay in the division, we haven't yet figured that out. Oh, Kirk Henderson has completed his position, well, obviously, but we are in with loan to buys. Now, not a great side, and Grieve is on international duty, so I'll see you in a second. Let me sort my finance. Well then, attempt 2 to play and hopefully. Well then, attempt 2 to play and hopefully going to fire us towards the championship. Barnsley away though is not an easy fixture. Barnsley with Devante alone him ongoing. Fucking Devante call. We're in Spain today. We're in Spain. Did we keep the finances up to date from that last game? I don't think I did. What did I do? Match ticket 74. That's 47. There's a travel cost to Barnsley of 12,000. Then I'm there and up. Stadium maintenance 3,000. Match tickets only 47k from that one. Was that the cup game? Yeah. Youth facilities 30,000. Player wages 65,000. Shirt sales 14,000. Oh. Says Unobber. Yeah, see, look, we were at 4.6 million. We're now under 4.5 million. So we are losing money at the moment. See, promote and have players. Rafferty, Dodds. Dodds might only be 62 rated, but he has impressed a little bit this season. I'd be tempted to look to loan him out in January, just on a short time frame. Thought Barnsley were going to score an own goal, to maybe try and get a bit more extended growth out of him with the exceptional growth of Clarkson. Maybe if Dodds can do the same, we might be able to promote from within in a number of different positions, and that would save us so much money, meaning we could maybe upgrade the stadium early. We mentioned upgrading the stadium earlier with a press conference question. If we were able to promote from within and have players grow well and genuinely compete in the first team, then it would save us a hell of a lot of money on transfer fees, and we could maybe improve the stands slightly. Styles into Waters. One thing that won't improve is the scoreline if Barnsley keep attacking like this, but Luke Berry's done very well. Dodds is still out there, but Cleary can't find him yet. Improve the stands slightly. And Berry again, and George Thomas again, and Berry again. And Luke Berry, deflected, could have gone anywhere. Wide for a corner is where it does end. Paul Digby, who can't find the target. Meh. Space, and Reyes Cleary is in. I said, he's given the ball away there. And we're building nicely here. And we're building nicely here. And Brophy has George Thomas, who had Cleary but couldn't find him.
Yeah, that's right.
Brophy, Thomas away nicely. To hold down a Brophy, Thomas backs away nicely. It's good appreciation and awareness for space. And Reyes Cleary is in. And can't finish. Got to start burying those one-on-one opportunities, Reyes Cleary. This is exactly why we want to send him out on loan, to improve so that he can come back and have the opportunity to hold down a first-team spot. At the moment, he's not good enough for the level we're in the not-too-distant future. Devante Cole for the pace. There it is. He's gotten away. Waters, lovely through ball. Devante Cole. Oh, down. Out to Styles.
You're not having much
2.5
luck, are you,
minutes
lads?
into the second.
At all.
He's not quiet anymore. Barnsley have their lead at last. Trying his hardest here. George Thomas intercepts that well. Berry. That will go unheard by the referee. William Dodds. So William Dodds. Currently. Cleary round the corner maybe. Digby still. Cleary round the corner maybe. Reyes Cleary. Goal for Cambridge United. He giant for keeping us in touch with the top two. Devante off the... Keith getting... And keep the back. Devante Cole's at it again. And Zach Jules is in the way. Oh, we fought so hard for an equaliser and then very nearly went behind again. 5 minutes to go. Not that Barnsley aren't accustomed to scoring late goals against us, but we will try and keep the ball away from them for the remainder of this game and just get the point. I could try and look for Cleary here in the middle to maybe go for a winner, but probably should have just run to the corner. Time wasted. Time wasted. Oh! He was going to give that straight to Cleary. Oh! I thought he was going to... Oh! They obviously scored 2 late goals. Charlton win again. Peterborough lose again, which is huge for us, as we have one final question from the press conference. That from Hoodie Plays, who says a lot of veteran Premier League players have been from the press conference. Question 3. Ooh. From the press conference, that from Hoodie Plays, who says a lot of veteran Premier League players have fallen. A lot of veteran players are falling in inference. That from Hoodie Plays, who says a lot of veteran Premier League players are falling in form and getting moves-rated players with experience on the cards. For example, someone like Harry Maguire. Maguire is a bit too far out of that position. Bingo! If I do that and then sort here again. So Championship experience and some Premier League experience for Brentford at that top tier level. That's probably the calibre of player we could look to bring in from the Premier League as they look to extend their careers by dropping down a division when they've not quite got it to stay at the elite level. 70s with regards ratings is out of our realms of possibility at the moment, with our highest rated player 68, I believe, with Berry and Rafferty. Don't believe
there.
Bingo! Good game. Swindon Town then. To Swindon.
You can hear Murray Walker shouting in excitement, yeah.
Swindon Town then. League 2 Swindon. In
What
this
a look
save,
in this
and
career.
in real life as well, to be completely honest. Not a strong team. 61 attack, 59 in the midfield.
Cry NWA,
and 62
TMCPR,
defence,
and Daniel.
which
Thank
is
you for the follows,
really their
guys.
strongest area. Jordan Hunt in the midfield is a Patreon player for them, so Jordan getting the start here ahead of a couple of others. Last season, we got Bolton in the cup, didn't we? And didn't manage to make the most of a potential cup run and financially from that, by going on a bit of a run with some good results. So this time, hopefully, we can get ourselves the result and actually progress in the cup. We'll give a couple of fringe players some first team football here, and Archer can start in goal, but I don't want to make too many changes for fear of not being able to get the result. Put Digger on the bench because he's just... Oh, sorry. Put Grieve on the bench. To be fair, there's not much difference between the two of them, is there? Whatevs. Come on, then. Let's go and get the result. Up the yellows. Touch and run by Grimmer. Oh, not such a good touch and run by Cleary. Anyone could get on the end of that.
Up so I can see what you're saying.
Decent ball. Little nod down. Go again. Someone like Diabate who can head 5 yards wide. Oh dear. That's been pretty solid, Grimmer, when called upon. Yeah, and Rafferty both forward into Brown. And Berry. And forward into Brown. And Berry. It's in here. Come on, get on the end of it. Side. Oh dear. Hey, Tracy. I mean, it's all Cambridge United here at the minute. Swindon. Cleary! Marcus Brown. Cleary, get yourself in the middle. George Paul, please. Turns down and not goal of the season. His man. George Nurse is arriving. That's really done nicely. Trophy. Done nicely.
There's a George Thomas chance, wasn't
Save
it?
that was absolutely unnecessary. Look for! I think that came off Blake Tracy. Oh. And Brown with an acrobatic save that was absolutely unnecessary. Win that. Well up. Brophy. Target got. Brophy. Thomas.
Oh, that was when I just
covered
played the
it.
extra
Cleary
pass,
from the edge of the box. Wide of the target. Good. Solo run from Cousins. Just spreading the play well. You can hear the crowd. Carnu. Good trickery too. Cousins. He should have enough strength to hold off Carnu. Got support short from Jordan Cousins. To get what to score. Not what I've been. Pal. Strong enough side for sure to get the Elias to Soleil. So needs to spend. We have intent to do so. See you tomorrow.
Patreon. End slate 1 to 6.
Welcome back to the realistic to I phase today. Dodd's in actually, and we'll move Brown to Cam for now, and Dodds can get the nod out wide on this occasion. Brophy Bang is turning his Draper. Missed it. Mayer can't get there. That'll be full time. Well, 2-0 in the end was enough. The bullet. and start Diabate ahead of Zeno now moving forward. I think it's just the right thing to do at this stage of both players' careers, unfortunately for Zeno. Hopefully we should get a win down at passing stats to be a CDM. Oh, come on, you can do it. Well done. Okay. Not a problem. We can look to develop him moving forward. And considering we're going to use him slightly further forward, I will look to improve his passing stats as well as his dribbling. His tackling is decent, and we'll obviously look to continue to improve that as we move forward. But fingers crossed we can get him to become a better CDM. Oh, I thought he was going to give that straight to Cleary then, who had the room and pace to get away from them. Swindon Town. Forward into Brown. Forward into Brown. And Berry. And Cleary.
This is going to be that.
Grimmer not found. It's a hand-winning impact. Cousins, I tried to shoot with that. Cleary's recovered it. Cleary from the edge of the box. He's not. Inside of the post. Junger's back post. Oh my God, it nearly went straight in from the cross. Can you imagine? Oh, it's a goal kick though. And we will have an FA Cup replay against Swindon to contest in the month of December. It is not ideal at all, but it is the way we find ourselves. 0-0. I wonder what strikers are available in the free agent market. Actually, oh, hang on. Oh, this could be easier to... No. So, Canadian we could do, because Commonwealth, but not very good. English we could do, but shite. I would rather sign real-life players than regens at the moment. Borja Stone, bloody hell. To be fair, if we get promoted, we can start signing players from across Europe, rather than just domestic players. We'd still probably put a preference on domestic players, but if there's someone that stands out that's from abroad, then absolutely would look to bring them in. Manny Eustace looks half decent. Hello. Yeah, we are going to check the parent clubs as well. Luke Norris. Getting another damn Chuck Norris. Riveros looks decent, 69 finishing. 5 for 10. Servetto. My brain just thought of a really, really bad pun. Like you're saying goodbye to Ted. You're like, Ted, ta-ta, mush. See you later. Bobby Wood? Bobby Wood? Why does that name ring a bell? No, not at the minute. JW. USA World Cup striker, that'll be where I remember him from then. Alright, Swansea. Janelli, Yates, and a player that won't suit me, Mikola Kurevich. Okay, not Swansea then. What about Nodge? Norwich only have Jesus Christ, 22 acceleration, 31 sprint speed. They only have a 68 rated 35-year-old Ashley Barnes at striker. What is happening at Norwich? Sorry, Kieran. Ipswich. Gassan's still 66. Ali Al-Hamadi at 68. I didn't realise Ali Al-Hamadi was only 22. Boabo, George Hurst and Freddie Ladapo. I mean, a loan for Freddie Ladapo would be decent. Do I add Freddie Ladapo to the shortlist with contracts expiring in 6 months? Okay, fair enough. Or a loan for Ali Al-Hamadi? There aren't any other real local sides, are there? No, and then Spuds. Well, let's have a look at Arsenal out of curiosity. Tyrese John Jules, maybe, from Arsenal? Would he go on loan to League One now? I don't know. Kane Edwards. Butler with Daisy. Spuds. Spurs don't have anyone I can use till I'm championship level, really. Sag. True, might be worth looking at centre forward free agents. Or not. Or not. We could bring Gassan back. Not sure about Gassan back though. I don't know whether that's the right call. Don't know whether we should go for someone slightly different. You're gonna keep quiet after that. It didn't quite go according to plan, that did it, John? Oh, you went to Cambridge away, did you, a few months ago, Mikhail? Barnsley away for Cambridge didn't go well, if I recall. Two in a win for Barnsley, yeah. Was that the one where Gassan scored the header and we actually won at Barnsley? No, Cambridge won. Yeah, you're right. I just had a flashback in my head. Maybe I was thinking about Barnsley the season before. Yeah, we can check next time, Ben. They did have that own goal. You're right. And then Gassan scored a header, right? Or was that Charlton? Every game blows into the other one, doesn't it? Right. Let's change the board behind me. To Spanish Grand Prix.
Jamie? Yes.
I'm going to go offline for a couple of minutes. I'm going to go and make some food. And then I will be back live in 5 mins for the Formula 1 Spanish Grand Prix weekend. Go grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. I will be back in 5 mins. BRB.